Yo, what's up, everybody? Got a new stream setup going. Yo, Ikami Ninja, let's go. What's up, man? Let me know what you think about the new stream overlay. Just change things up a little bit. Hopefully, it looks different on my end than it would your end, but hopefully you can see this good enough. Pineapple Gang, heck yeah, man. Got non-fungible, wonderful, jamming out. I did a live earlier and I was like, man, it's just a bit too quiet. I need something in here. So why not get a little bit of Ecomi fam hype? He's so good and talented. Um, Man, what a week it has been. Daniel with a comment. I'll jump in for a bit. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's pretty late. I don't usually go live this week late. I'm usually making videos at this time, but not going live. But just testing my new overlay, and the market's having a bit of a dip, so I wanted to talk about that. And then I wanted to talk about this Mickey and Friends. Kind of controversial, I guess, whether it's first edition or first appearance. Still sick. Been sick for a month. How's the Pineapple Gang levels? Is it too loud? Is it just right? Let me know how it sounds on your end. But yeah, so we don't have further information on this yet, but Veve is celebrating Mickey and Friends with Goofy, Pluto, Daisy Duck, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, and Mickey Mouse. So, usually characters are FAs, so it should be FA, Goofy, Pluto, Daisy, and Donald, but we'll really find out for sure tomorrow when they give us the Medium article, because it does say FE here, and maybe because it's more of a like 2D-ish collection, it's something that we haven't seen before. Maybe they don't want to give the FAs to these characters until they come out into the 3D format, but I don't know. It's really interesting to think about. Red Hot Snack said, looks like FE to me, but geez, that FA mini is my mind. Yeah, it's looking like FE to me a little bit. It's just, I don't know. I mean, comics don't take FAs, so maybe these won't either. It's just so new to us. And it wouldn't surprise me if Veve just forgot to include it. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that they just forgot to include something in a tweet. So I'm kind of hoping that, because I'm actually hoping that this is like a detrimental drop, because I have the gems ready for it. And I wouldn't mind a market dip. I have the gems ready for that as well. And we're going to look at some of that in a minute. But, we'll find out tomorrow for sure. Yo, Matt Posner, what's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Jake Donnelly, seems like they won't give FA to 2D. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. But I don't know. Again, it's so new. They're lenticular cards. I'm sure you spent all day in spaces or watching videos over these things, but it's a new class almost. So, who really knows? I just know if they are characters, it should be FA, but, comics don't take FA, so, it is what it is. Sup, Chris? Hope you're feeling well, bud. Thank you, Liam. I appreciate that. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still coughing, which is annoying, especially during streams. But I'm feeling a lot better. As you can tell in my voice, I'm not like dying. So I've been sick for like a month. It's crazy, but feeling a lot better. Thank you, Liam. Albert, hi Chris. I am waiting for my couple thousand to clear from Coinbase to transfer to buy Omi. It might clear Thursday. Do you think it will shoot up right after migration? Oh, it's already kind of shooting up. Unfortunately, I think Coinbase was giving that issue to a lot of people. And I've had that issue quite a bit. I went to buy something like a month or two ago, and Coinbase only let me transfer like 80% of the ETH that I bought. They didn't let me transfer the rest, so that kind of sucks. Especially because I got stuck holding the ETH during the dip. So my ETH that I bought at like 3,800, that I didn't even care about the ETH, I wanted it for something else, is now like, cut down like a lot. It's hard to say, man. Yeah, it's hard to say. I definitely think Omi will go up a lot mid-February, because I think that's when we're going to get exchanges. But as far as like it shooting up immediately, I don't know. Glad I caught you on that stream earlier. It was good discussion you two OGs had. Oh yeah, man, that was a lot of fun. It was really good talking and just hanging out a little bit. I'm always I like lives, and I'm like totally down for like any type of questions, but always got to be super careful because I don't want to say something that like I don't entirely believe and then go back later and it just be on video on somebody else's channel. Like imagine everything you say being recorded, and at any given point, if you say something wrong, it can be clipped and then used against you in the future. Not that like everyone has a vendetta and like wants to do that stuff, but you just got to be careful for that. So that's why like I try to carefully word everything that I say when other people have me on. But it was nice. I enjoyed it. That's good. Just came down sick myself. Comics and digi versions, existing stuff. Are these digi versions of existing? If they are new, maybe they will get an FA. Yeah. These these are completely new. It's almost like a new asset class. The way that it says the lenticular cards, which I looked that up. I haven't done a ton of watching on it, but basically it's that form of art that like moves with you as the perception of it changes as you're looking at it. I think I actually had some lenticular cards. I don't know where they're at. Let's see if I have them right here. I don't think I have them on me. Yeah, I don't have them on me, but I actually had some lenticular cards. They're kind of like holographic, and like if you rotate them, you see like a different image than when before you rotated it. I don't exactly know how these are gonna look, but I don't know. I almost think that because this is a new asset class, like like a new to Veve, that could add value as well. Um, it just really depends on how they execute it. I hope they get FAs. I really do. They might be just getting FEs, but like I'm fighting for FA. Sorry you're feeling bad, by the way, Liam. It sucks to be sick. It's so annoying. So many people where I live are getting sick. Oh, that's pretty cool. Ikome Ninja said, my buddy found the workaround, but there's fees involved. He sent 1K and cost him about $86 in fees. That's not too bad, honestly, from 1K. Squiggle Stick. How's it going, Chris? Love the name change. It's more do be true to yourself. Yeah, for sure. I was a little hesitant on changing my name, but I'm already doxxed anyways. Uh, so why not just use my regular name? I also noticed that there was some crypto Chris's, one particularly that was like way bigger than me, and I didn't eventually want to run into the issue of like both of us making crypto and NFT content, and like I don't know, like I doubt it's a copyright issue or anything, but I'm definitely the only Christopher Swivelt that's doing NFT related content, so at least to differentiate me a little bit more. So Matt said, so once the tokens are swapped, we'll need ETH on hands for transfers. Yeah, so after the tokens are swapped over, ETH gas fees will come into play, which kind of sucks. I actually think that kind of plays into what the OMI token doing what it's doing right now, because I think a lot of people were kind of like last minute, like, oh shoot, we don't want to pay those gas fees. So they're buying a lot beforehand. Because if you notice, we had a massive jump from like 0.0064 to 0.0 almost 0.008. I think people don't want to pay later for the manual swap. They want to make sure they have enough for the staking tiers, and they want to avoid the gas fees. So that's my guess on why we had such a large jump before the swap, because people are kind of buying now while they can. So that's my guess, and it actually wouldn't surprise me if we have a little bit of drawback like right after, especially right now with the entire market not really being great. But if we have a little drawback like after the migration. But again, I think mid-February, I'm pretty confident we're going to be getting some exchanges. And if not February, like 100%, I would like to believe 100% by summer, and that is spread out. I think that'd be great for the token action. Brendan said, I need Goofy, Pluto, and Donald for sure. Yeah, I plan on getting, depending on if it's FA or not, I plan on getting the whole set twice. Like I plan on getting the whole set and a duplicate. If they're depending on the price, of course. If they're FAs, then I plan on getting like multiple of each depending on the price. So we'll see. I've slept on not stacking in the past, and it's cost me. You know, somebody in that interview I had earlier, he asked me like, "What's your biggest mistake on VV?" And my biggest mistake on VV is definitely not stacking. So if these are FAs, and even if they're not FAs, I don't want to be caught not stacking again. So I'm gonna really try to take advantage of the drop Saturday. So they will change as you move around the showroom, right? I mean, that would be amazing. I really, really don't know how they're going to look right now. And I don't think really anybody does besides like guessing, around what's the word? The fancy word? A lenticular card? Is that what it's called? A lenticular card. Besides guessing what a interactive lenticular card does, that would be really cool. I think I think they're going to differentiate it from from comics, but also from like regular 2D art. So I mean, I think it'd be kind of cool to have one of these in your showroom, and as you're walking around the showroom, the thing just like follows you or like does a different animation when you walk by it. Like it looks like they're walking. So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the animation of them just walking goes as you walk by them in the showroom. I mean, that would be pretty cool. Yo, what up, Mr. Locknet? Brendan, let me see. It's linked in most of my videos. The Discord is. Can we see your collection? I don't normally go through my whole collection on stream. I guess it probably doesn't matter that much, but we will do some sniping together though. And guess what I got for you guys? Boom. This is the paid version of Ecomi Wiki. Um, so that we can really make some good decisions. Um, the premium, I think it is anyways, yeah. So I really haven't played around with it as much as I would like to. I think I actually have to, I'm gonna have to do this differently. Yeah, let's look at price. I will have to do that differently. We can do that in a second. CoinMarketCap already has ERC contract address for OMI tokens. Check if there are any holders yet. I doubt there are. Yo, Gibby, what up? Remember I was telling you that I was searching for a new stream overlay? I found one. Do you like it? Where? Oh, wait. Dang, we went down on the list. We're 211. Weren't we like number like 80 something not long ago? Dude, I looked at my phone. I thought that was a 150 rare Spider-Man for 2K, and I was about to be so mad at myself that I just had it chilling there the whole time. Almost freaked. Yeah, it's awesome. You like it so far? I do. I do. It looks a little bit cleaner. I wish I could do something more with this thing right here, but I'll figure it out as time goes by. Just trying to make everything look better for the streams. Everything look cleaner. Brendan, where does it say it's ERC20? I don't use CoinMarketCap that much. I can't click on token. $166 billion circulating supply. Trading view. Yeah, I'm not too sure where to check. Let's get back on the collectible side of things. So The market took a dip today. If you didn't know, it's not major and it kind of recovered already. Do you have price alert? No, I don't have it on yet, but I'm probably gonna put it on. I really just started messing around with the paid version today. So there's a lot that I need to do on it. I will I will be using it a lot though. I use these charts a lot. So one of the things I like to do, and I use cherry charts as well, is I like to, when I'm going for buys on the market, I like to pull up the charts and see what isn't pumping. Like, let's look at Nightwing. So this isn't like always a telltale thing that works like every time, but it's done me well for the times I've done it. Okay, Nightwing just went away. I don't know why, so I guess we'll go for, maybe find something I'm familiar with. Let's do Ultraman Ace. Again, I'm just getting used to this, so why can't we? Oh, here we go. Ultraman Ace. Open that chart. Why is it doing this? It's being a little buggy right now for me. See, I have the chart pulled up right now, but I don't, yeah, you can kind of see it, but it's kind of weird from your view. What I was going to explain, though, I don't know if you're able to see it well, is I try to see, you know, the recent sales on it. Again, I'm trying to see if you can see this clearly. I try to see the recent sales on it. So we have like 3K, we have 1600, yada, yada, yada. And I try to see the price history. And if something has just already went parabolic, that's kind of a little turn off for me. And I try to look for things that, like, while everything else is going really high, that there's no reason they shouldn't be going high. And I look at those things and like, okay, well, these aren't pumping. And then typically if I buy into those things, they'll pump later and I get profit. That's like a very like easy way to do it. Again, I know this is kind of like squeezed in right now, so it's hard to show you exactly what I'm talking about, but I'll go into more detail later. What do you think of Adventure Time right now? It seems very low, even though this is a dip. Yeah, so I haven't looked at Adventure Time during this dip, but I've been eyeing to complete the sets forever. Because basically the only thing I don't have in the Adventure Time sets is the ultra rares. Lady Rainicorn hasn't really went down that much. I think she was like 950 before the dip, so she went down like 100 gems. Marceline looks like she dropped a lot earlier, back down at back to 949. I swear I saw Marceline for like 800 earlier. Haven't really looked at the regular ones. Finn is at 150. Again, going back to the charts, let me see Finn's price action real quick. I'm getting more used to this, but bear with me. It might take me a little bit longer just because I've been using cherry charts, which I'm still going to use, but I'm starting to try out Ecomi Wiki a little bit more, this version of it. So let's see Finn Mertens. I do like that. So let me pull this back up. It shows that Finn has a 24-hour change of 18% downwards. I like that a lot because it shows you, I guess it's from day to day. And then we can see the price action of Finn from October all the way to January. And let's look at the price action. Okay, Finn was not selling for that. I am a little confused on why it said Finn was selling for... I don't think he was ever 350 or 360, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I forgot. If so... So if Finn was... Yo, Kyle, thank you for the subscribing. I appreciate that. Kyle Maddox. I thought my new little things up here would work on recent subscriber, but it's not popping up. I'll have to fix that later. That's okay. Yeah, I don't remember Finn ever being 360, but I guess so. So, I mean, if that's the case, we're down like, or Finn's down a lot. I don't know. I'm having a hard time reading this because I don't look at it as much as I should, and I'm trying to keep up with chat. Let's see. I have missed a few things. In your opinion, is Wiki better than Cherry Charts? I'm just trying both. I can't. One, I don't really want to like compare the two because I like both of the guys that created both of them. But two, I'm used to Cherry Charts. I'm not used to Ecomi Wiki right now. And the way that my stream is set up, it's a little hard for me to read both because kind of hard to explain, like, because I need to keep one screen up so I can like read chat, and I have this on one computer, and then I need to keep another screen up so I can like try to look at the chart. So I'm having to go back and forth, and it's a little difficult. I kind of had that systemized with Cherry Charts. Yeah, I got that now, BJ. I was like, what the heck? I don't remember any of this, so that makes sense. Yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm not used to it. I don't know what else to say. What do you think is better long term, Da Vinci Beauty or Spider-Man Ultra Rare? They're about the same price right now. Thanks. I mean, I'm biased. I would say Spider-Man Ultra Rare, but I mean, I know there's a lot of really smart people that know a lot about Pride that are really bullish on Pride. And Pride just got some pretty good recent news that I saw. So it really just depends, I guess, on what you believe in more, what you like better. I personally just like Spider-Man a lot more. Yeah, so I was definitely looking at the reason I was so confused on the prices is because I was looking at the Ultraman Ace. Again, I'm not used to this. So let's change this right here and actually look at Finn's price. This makes a lot more sense. Now I don't feel crazy. So Finn back in October was around $50 and dropped all the way down to like 60. Went back up all the way to 81, kind of went bumpy, and now it's sitting at 148. So I'm seeing a lot more. Somebody sold a Finn for $1,500 when the floor price is 94. That doesn't make any sense. But I'm looking at listings too. Yeah. So Finn spiked all the way to 260, and then now it's back down to 150. So yeah, I mean, I think Finn's a pretty good buy, but I'm being really careful with where I put my gems right now. Let's see. Squiggle Stick. What if you type the Ecomi address into BSC scan to see if it brings anything up? That would probably work. I can go back to that. Mr. Locknet, do you pay $10 a month for Cherry Charts? I really don't know the price. Brendan, the owner of it, lets me use Cherry Charts. He actually let me use it before I even made videos with it. But you know, being as I do like giveaways and like I use it on my channel and it's free promotion for him, he lets me use it. Just being honest. Don't you have to pay to view the charts now? Yeah, you have to pay to view these charts now. But I mean, I understand, like, Omi the Clown is the creator of it, and he worked really hard on it, and it's been in development for months, and I mean, I don't even want to know all the work that went on behind the scenes. So there's still a free version of it. Like, there's still things you can do with it, but parts of it are paid now. BMO, Finn, and Jake. I want to look at BMO real quick. Let's look at that together now that I'm actually, like, being able to understand these a little bit better. Alright, so I'm going to make sure to actually click BMO this time. And now we can see that BMO had a floor price of 37 for the longest time. I remember this. Dropped all the way, or yeah, still kind of around 37. BMO went from 37 to the recent spike all the way to 178 floor. That's insane. What profit you would have right there. Then kind of since then simmered around 110. So still well up from before this massive pump that we have. I do like these charts because you have the total listings in blue, the floor price in pink. The yellow is the actual sell because the Omi the Clown has the API access, and then the market cap at the bottom. So this market cap, you can see when it was at its peak was 15K. So was the floor price at 178. How do you feel about Alligator Low-Key? I like Alligator Low-Key. I'm still halfway through the series. So I need to finish the Low-Key series, you know, to actually like develop my personal attachment to Low-Key. But I like the collectible. I got the ultra rare on drop and I've never sold it. I think I bought a common. I never bought the secret rare. Hindsight, I kind of wish I bought the secret rare, like obviously not long after it dropped, because the supply is so dang low, and Loki is a pretty major character in MCU, even in the alligator form. I can't believe Randy brought 12 of them. That's insane. Every time I think of Loki, I think of Randy now, which I think is awesome. It's funny, and just that association. Olive said, they are different. Ikumi Wiki kind of looks like Trade View for Veve. I tried Cherry Charts because of you, and the fact that you can compare multiple collectibles is amazing. Yeah, that's really cool, Olive. Yeah, I mean, I really like both. They're both very different, and both, it looks like they put a lot of hard work into creating them, so I wouldn't ever want to pin them against each other. Did someone buy a Donnie for 1.4 mil? Let me look on this to see if it shows that sell. It doesn't go over. Okay. It says on Ikumi Wiki that there was a sell for 1.4 mil. So, yeah. Insane. I don't know what this means. Because this says previous sales 9,999,999. I don't know why this is here. Maybe there's just no sales during this time period. But right here says 1,410,000. So, and I did hear that on Twitter. Serial number 141. I have no idea why. I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't know what the... If that's true, I don't know the upside to that. I just... You're literally buying into scarcity. And... like, hard. And not only that, like... what's he think he's going to sell it for? Like 2 million? 2.5 million? I don't know. Obviously, whoever bought it's wealthier than me, and they probably know more than me. I would never spend 1.4 million if I had it on a Donnie. Like, there's so many collectibles out there. You know how many I mean, even Spider-Man. He could have bought 14 Secret Rare Spider-Mans. He could have bought... I don't know what Walt's floor is. Let's round up to 50K. I mean, he could have brought... What was it? 1.4 mil? Over 20 Waltz? Like, it's just insane. The amount of money... The amount you can do with 1.4 million. He could have bought anything. But whatever. I'm done with that tangent. Yo, Jay, welcome. Evening, Chris. Just stopping by to say hi to the Veve fam. Hey. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate that, man. I'm glad you stopped by to say hey. 10 per month for hourly data is nothing if you're planning to make it life-changing in this market. I agree. I completely agree. So that's why I think creators of this stuff like Cherry Charts and Ikumi Wiki are very valuable assets. The data, specifically on Cherry Charts because I've been using it more, but on Ikumi Wiki and Omi the Clown has made me way more money than what I would pay for a subscription. And I kind of show how that happens on lives a lot. But because you're able to make such informed decisions, you're able to see actual sales and volume and track charts. So yeah, I agree. JT, Omi transfer to Veve wallet. Let's go. Get it ready to get in those staking tiers so that you can stake for maximum benefits in the app. I feel like Loki is undervalued. He's a major character. So which Loki, are you talking about like all of them or like specifically a certain rarity? Am I missing something? I thought Loki was just Loki. Oh, it's alligator Loki. Let's look at this. Like, are you talking about common or secret rare? Secret rare is back down to 1900. I remember it being way higher than that. So secret rare had a sell at 3,500, and then a few more sells at 33, 3,000, 3,000, and right now we're at a 1,900 floor. So what's the lowest the floor has ever been? Was like 900, 800. Yeah, especially with the supply. I mean, I don't know enough about Loki, but I do think he's a major character, and 1,900 for Loki's probably at a good min is not bad. How do you feel about the 3 Groots? I've never bought them. I don't mind that the snow globes and that the Deadpool was Christmas themed. I kind of wish Groot wasn't Christmas themed. I really feel like that took away a lot, just because like it didn't really fit him. And I feel like the market feels the same way, and it kind of shows. But I mean, I'm not saying that it's not ever going to be worth a lot or anything like that. I personally never got in because, I didn't. With other NFT projects, obviously Veve is different. I have noticed that holiday trend, any holiday, really lasts that holiday. Like I've seen people try to do like Halloween projects, and they do decent during Halloween, and then they die out. That was like the biggest example because there's so many Halloween projects that popped up. So the fact that it was Christmas themed, I'm not saying it can never make a comeback, especially if like there is a way to make it not Christmas themed, but I kind of wish that Groot wasn't Christmas themed. The snow globes and Deadpool, I think it's fitting. Like I think it's okay. Lincoln, what is up? Hi, Chris, dude. When do you sleep? Seems like you're either just posted a video or you're live every time I'm checking YouTube for Veve updates. Yeah, man, I've been grinding it out a lot lately. I don't know what to say. Like, I'm trying. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to get more consistent with my channel. Yeah, I actually did an interview not long before this, and then I went live this morning. I'm almost at 4K subs. So like that's super exciting. If you're watching this video right now and you're not subscribed to the channel, please do. I'm almost there. So that kind of motivated me tonight. I was like, I'm so close to 4K subs. And I really just wanted to like chill out and look at Veve and do some flips and talk Veve. So I was like, why not go on live? Because I'm able to talk to you guys. I'm able to possibly get closer to 4K subs and do what I was already going to do, which is go for some flips, which I haven't even really started yet, which is funny. When I do start going for some, I'll be looking down a lot. The market didn't correct as much as I hoped. I think once we get that official announcement of whether it's first appearance or first edition or like how it looks or whatever, I think a little bit more people will FOMO. Let's be honest, Donnie is way more of a flex than anything else. Only a handful of people have them. If Veve goes big, Donnie will too as the OG unicorn. Yeah, Donnie is a flex. It's definitely a buying into scarcity flex that I feel like probably, like you said, a handful of people own because a handful of people bought all the supply. Now the only other people that are able to buy in are really rich people. Do you think Deadpool will jump? Secret Rare and UR seems like a bargain at the current prices. Let's look at the current prices. Secret Rare. Let's see if you can see this fine. I know the chart's kind of limited because it's cut. Oh. How about we do that, huh? You want to see the whole chart? That'd be a little bit better. I don't know why it was cut off. Okay, now you can see a lot more what I'm talking about. Let me frame this up a little bit more. Yeah. Whoops. I promise I'm going to get this eventually. This is harder than it looks. Okay. So let's go back to looking at it. So this is the secret rare. It had a floor price of 1,300 for the longest time. Dropped all the way down to 12, almost. I don't remember it ever being 1K. I kind of wish I would have bought then. I do not remember that. There's a low sell up here too. Highest sell was around 4,200. Dude, I never saw that. Somebody accidentally sold a Deadpool for $3.79. They are trying to list for 3.7, I'm assuming, and accidentally sold it for 3.79. That is tough. That is so tough. And currently at 2,700. Dang, I can't believe that. What a heartbreak. I hope it happened to a bot or somebody using a bot. We flipping Donnie? Yeah, as if. I'd flip a Donnie if somebody gave me a Donnie. I'd flip in a heartbeat. I wouldn't hold on to it at all. I'll take 1.4 mil. Deadpool's kind of looking good. It's dropped to pre-jump levels. Yeah, I agree. I mean, 2,800 is pretty reasonable for most of the other secret rare comparisons around it. I keep buying Deadpool commons lower than 200. Yeah, I bought a few as well. I bought a few at 80. I think I sold one pretty high. I don't remember how high it was. Basically, that one I sold made up for like 3 that I bought or 4 that I bought. If you're getting Deadpool at 200, check out the Polar Bear Snow Globes at 200. Yeah, I think the Polar Bear Snow Globes are pretty undervalued. It's Coca-Cola, man. I don't care if it's Christmas. Like, the fact that they're 200 is pretty nuts. I know it's not a first appearance, it's a first edition, but the first appearance of Coca-Cola is a one-item NFT that only one person owns. This is the first collectible Coca-Cola. Matt said agree on Groot, got one on the drop, sold it. Holiday theme turn stuff only seems to last through the holiday. Yeah. I think, again, Coca-Cola and Deadpool can be the exception because Coca-Cola kind of meets the theme of Christmas, and Deadpool can get away with anything. I mean, it just makes sense Deadpool wearing a Christmas sweater. So, yeah, I agree. Sorry for coughing. I've been sick forever. It's all that coffee helping you out, bro. Yeah, man, coffee keeps me kicking. I had 1 cup and a double shot today. I try to limit it, but I mean, I drink a fair amount of coffee. It's the Guardian of the Galaxy drop. I agree. I don't like the holiday stuff on Deadpool either. It is Guardians of the Galaxy FA, so I don't know. Maybe I'll eventually at least buy the set. What's the most rare? The ultra rare, right? Oh no, just the rare. The rare was at a floor of 106 at its lowest, peaked to 380, peaked to 378, peaked to 313, and it's kind of back at 237. Yeah, so this whole set you can buy for like like what, 350 gems. I might buy it, honestly. Like, if anything, just for the set. Get those points and, hope it goes up in value later. I might do that. It is FA Guardians of the Galaxy, I will say that. Yo, Veve vibes. What's up? I wasn't able to stay long, but I saw you stream for like 4.5 hours today. That's nuts. That's awesome. I haven't really checked out your channel a whole lot, just because I just saw you today. But I'll need to go back and watch some of your stuff. That's a dedicated stream, man. I think it was 4.5 hours, something like that. Please help Chris get to 4K subs so we can get a nice surprise in the morning. Yeah, that'd be awesome. I'd love to wake up tomorrow to 4K subs. I'd be very thankful for that. Crazy that it's almost at 4K subs. So my goal, one of my goals is, or in January, was to hit 4K subs before February. So tomorrow is the 26th. So I think we'll get there for sure. But it's just exciting to be able to hit that goal. And then who knows from there. So thank you guys for watching, for chilling, for if you like this video, if you subscribe to the channel, thank you. Ecomi Ninja, so those big dips down in yellow lines are someone that most likely are missing in action listed the item. Yep, that's exactly what happened. I like it. We saw that secret rare Deadpool got listed for like $3 earlier. It's nuts. I matched the UPC code numbers to the mint numbers on a few comics. Amazing Spider-Man 294, mint 2457. I think serious comic collectors will dig. I think that's pretty cool. I like people getting creative with mint numbers. I think it's cool. I just realized that, what are we watching? I had it on this playlist. Alright. I don't know what just popped up for a little bit, but let's go back to that. Alright. We're back to Owe Me a Millionaire. Let me know if it's too loud. I don't know what was playing, bro. Iron Man at 2.4K. Yo, Crazy Croat, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate that. Iron Man, yeah, so I sold an Iron Man at 3K either a couple days ago. I think it was a couple days ago. It might have been over the weekend or last week. I'm probably going to buy back. I'm really hoping that this squeeze, that this creates an actual gem squeeze this weekend, and I'm able to get it for like, get at least a decent mint near like 2.2K. It really just depends on the FE, the FA, and all that. I have a couple of comments. I'm skipping to get to this one, but I want to address this real quick. Super Dank Hank said, Chris, why the disrespect on Wally? Seems like the lowest of all golden moments. So I'm kind of mad at myself. I saw a Wally listed for 1.4K earlier. That was a 3-digit. It was like 800 something, and I don't know why I didn't buy it. I should have bought it. I got greedy. I was like, oh, you know, maybe this Mickey Mouse collection will cause a further dip in the market, and maybe Wally get below 1K, and then I'll buy one at floor. But I should have bought the 3-digit mint at 1.4. I should have bought it. VV Vibes, I prefer to buy the uncommon variants of Deadpool and Snow Globes myself. I have a few of both of those as well. Well, I have a few of the Deadpool uncommons. I like the Coca-Cola. I like the Snow Globe common because the polar bear, and I like the rare because it's stupid cheap. It was like the same price, if not cheaper, than the common when I was buying it. Oh, you got the Disney anthem. Some of it's like not playing. I don't know why. It's probably because that's so low. Probably be able to hear a little bit now. Okay, that's... Again, let me know that's too loud. Crazy Crow, hey brother, just Ani coming with you as well. How did you get the yellow previous sold line? This is the paid version, and the line already. I think that's part of the paid version is getting the API on sales. Coca-Cola is the reason Santa's hat is red. It used to be green. I literally have never heard that in my life. I believe you. Elaborate on that though. That's awesome if that's real. That's new information to me. VV Vibe said anything is possible with enough energy drinks. I'm more of a coffee person myself, but you know, maybe we can have a YouTube debate on that. Coffee drinks versus or coffee versus energy drinks. Would you buy a Todd or more Omi? That is a fantastic question. It's funny because I would probably buy more Omi instead of a Todd, but I wouldn't sell my Todd for Omi. So I know that kind of contradicts itself, but do what you want with what I just said. the answer I feel like is a little bit deeper. I feel, yo, E Savage, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I really appreciate it. I need to get this, like, I don't know if my recent subscriber is actually showing or not, but thank you anyways. I appreciate that. Shh. Don't say anything, Chris. She doesn't want to be seen. For me, it's coffee in the morning and energy drinks in the afternoon and at night, even though they are terrible for me. Yeah, they are. Energy drinks are either packed with sugar, that's bad for you for obvious reasons, or I just don't trust the energy drinks that like claim to be healthy, like Bang. I don't know. I feel like that's one of those things that's going to come out in like a couple years. Like if you've drank this many Bang energy drinks, you're entitled to compensation using this number, you know, because you've probably developed this type of cancer. Like I don't know. I feel like some energy drinks that claim to be healthy are gonna end up. I just feel like we don't know enough about them. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I try to veer clear of them though. Very, very rare occasion. I'm talking like I probably drink like 2 energy drinks a year. Let's look at let's see if we can get anything. So, is this your first time watching one of my flipping streams? I'm not going to do like a whole lot tonight on flipping, but basically what I do, I'll go ahead and blow this up for you real quick, is I just refresh and look around, do a quick swipe, see what I see, go down here, do a quick swipe, see what I see, and if I see something that I really like, I click it, and if you notice, I have the buy now at the bottom. And you're probably thinking, oh, that's weird. I have to scroll down and click buy now. Well, if you're not familiar with it, all you have to do is lower your font size. Whoa, if you didn't know that. I feel like most of you probably know that. But if you lower your font size, you can actually click buy now without having to scroll down on most collectibles. So this is what I do with my free time at night. I do this until I find a deal that's just too good to pass up, and I do it. Yes, I'm terrified to accidentally buy something for way too much money. Most of the floors I have memorized. A lot of times when I buy into something with the intention to flip it, I would like it to be not Marvel and not Disney to avoid those 8.5% fees. It's a lot easier to flip 2.5% fees. Every once in a while, I will see something that's just worth buying and holding. Thanks for the stream. Just picked up some Omi. You have a sub from New York City. Awesome, Jay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The guy who interviewed me earlier, Crypto Finance, or why did I forget his channel's name? Bull Crypto and Finance. He's from New York. I had the paid version of Ecomi Wiki. I was using my mobile and it doesn't show the previous sold line. Computer is perfect. Okay, I didn't realize that. That's cool. Yeah, the previous sold line's pretty nice. I like it because, I mean, you can see the actual volume. You know, a lot of times just because floors are doing this or that or whatever, doesn't necessarily mean the price action's doing that. But with this, we're able to see. This was my argument, by the way. Before we were on Immutable X and we could use Immutascan to track transactions, this was my argument on why Veve NFTs were real NFTs, because Omi the Clown had the background access to the API and you're able to track sales, therefore existing on a blockchain, which was the GoChain blockchain, even though we couldn't publicly see it as well. But now we have Immutascan now that we're on Ethereum, so it's not even up for debate. Yo, Bobby said new sub from your earlier live stream. I appreciate that, Bobby. Thank you. Right now, I'm using Ecomi Wiki. I use, I'm trying this one out for tonight. I use Cherry Charts, Ecomi Wiki. I like charts, and I like, you know, again, volume. I don't know what would be a good example. I mean, Donnie was probably one of the better examples, even though one did just sell. But I'm assuming this right here just means no Donnie sold, and I'm assuming that's what it means in December and January until one sold for 1.4 mil. That makes me sick. Sick to my stomach. If we would have just been a little bit earlier, guys, that could have been us. Could have been us. But, you know, It happens, man. It happens. Yo, I love some non-fungible wonderful, man. Love it. I, oh, let's listen to it. Yo, thank you so much, Kobe. I definitely need to get my super chats to be able to appear better. Kobe Collects, thank you so much. He said, keep up the great work, Chris. Kobe was just streaming earlier. He does some amazing giveaways. He's an awesome human being. This is really cool. I don't ever still hear Kobe, but somebody basically got robbed of a Todd the other day, a few days ago, and Kobe and his Discord were able to get that man or that woman's Todd back. And I think that's amazing, man. Thank you for all you do. You're a very unique content creator. There's not literally like nobody does the same way you do with your stuff, and I appreciate and respect that. Thank you, Kobe. I really appreciate the super chat. Let me turn it up a little bit more. The website in the background is Ecomi Wiki. You can look it up online. This is the paid version, but there's a free version as well. Yo, Delargo, what do I do for a living? I own a coffee shop, and I do everything for the coffee shop. I work behind the bar. I, serve customers, sweep floors. I roast the coffee, and one of the things with YouTube and online that I want to do is I want to start selling my bags of coffee because I roast really good coffee. So for people that do like coffee, just being able to support my channel but be able to get something in return physically, which is coffee bags. I eventually want to do that. Yeah, I do the bookkeeping for it. I do the meetings, the everything, ordering, everything you can think of. Coffee all day long. I used to avoid IPs with 8.5% fees. After flipping for a bit, I found that Marvel and Disney NFTs can run hard and make up for that extra 6%. That is true. I don't like not flip Disney and Marvel NFTs, but I would rather jump in and jump out of the 2.5%. It just depends on the deals that I see. Speaking of deals, that's decent. I'm not going to go for this right now because, again, I feel like there could be a little bit more of a gem squeeze. But, I mean, 100 over floor for 398 is not bad. I also don't really care too much for Invisible Woman. Personally, I'm not personally a fan. Do you typically buy close to floor price or spend more for a lower mint? I've never figured out if they both increase or decrease at the same time or same rate. Open to everyone to answer. That's a great question, Lincoln. So they do increase at the same time at the same rate. I think a lot of people, particularly that care about mints, watch the floors and then they adjust likewise and kind of adjust based on the floor. So there's no hard system. Again, I'm sorry for coughing. I've been sick for like a month. But typically, like lower 3-digit mints are decent 3-digit mints. It can be fair to say they're almost 2x floor. So if I can get one for like close to floor, to me that's a steal, especially if I don't have to pay a whole lot more. Those lower 3-digit mints start getting a little bit better, like maybe 3x floor, 4x floor, and then 2-digit mints are like 8x to 10x floor. There's nothing hard on that, but basically my strategy is if I kind of what I just said. If I see a good mint near floor, I'll go ahead and buy that. And my logic for that is if I think it's going up anyways and I want to flip it, it'll sell faster in the future. Even if it's like a 4-digit mint opposed to a 5-digit mint, people are more likely to buy it if you list it around floor or at floor. If I see a really good deal, like I should have bid on that Wally earlier for 1.4K, and it was a 3-digit Wally, 3-digit golden moment, I would have just held it. And maybe I would have looked around the other mints of that category, of like that, around that same mint range, and listed it for around there, or I would have just held it. Yeah, Cherry Charts is the other one that I use. Thanks so Kobe said, thanks so much for the kind words, man. Can't wait to get some coffee from you. Absolutely, man. I gotta get some coffee your way. Delargo said, I love coffee. Would like to go. Where is it? It's in Louisiana. I'm only a couple hours away from New Orleans, so I learned from some coffee connoisseurs. We actually have some large coffee association meetings in New Orleans every year, where people come from all over all over the United States, anyways, probably all over the world, to learn about coffee. And I actually got trained by some of those guys. Bobby said, I missed out on this first massive run-up of NFTs and don't want to get happen again. Got to get my info right. Yeah, no, for sure. I respect that. That's a great mindset. You know, I feel that way when it comes to... This is a pretty cheap Joker. There's some 1.3s right now. Jokers... I sold a Joker, like a really bad mint Joker, for 2K last week. But I really like Jim Lee, so I want to buy back. Somebody listed a 3-digit. It was like a 456 mint for 2.1 yesterday, and I kind of wanted to buy it. So, where was that comment I was looking at? Yeah, how you missed up on the run-up of NFTs. I feel like I missed out on not having enough gems available for massive drops. So, for instance, Walt. I didn't have 2K gems available to buy Walt, even though I knew his value would easily 5x, which it's way succeeded that. Seeker Spidey was kind of the same way. Just didn't have the gems available to get him right afterwards. So that's one of my common mistakes in the past. Because, again, I'm in the coffee industry, and the coffee industry doesn't make a ton of money. So, like, I wasn't in a place to pump a lot of money into the app. But right now, with the flips that I did, and with selling off a few things, I have plenty of gems to take advantage of a Grail drop if it were to come. Now, I wouldn't consider, Saturday a Grail drop, but I will be getting the entire set and the duplicate of the set. And if it is labeled FAs, VV Vibes, I think you talked about this on your stream a little bit when I was there. Like as far as like FE versus FA. If it is FA, I will be stacking multiple. If it's not FA, I'm probably going to get 2 of the set, maybe some multiple, I don't know. But I'm definitely ready if we get FA Darth Vader, if we get any other big Disney characters, their physical versions. I'm ready if we get a big announcement for another IP. I'm not going to sleep on that again, and I'm not going to sleep on stacking. VV Vibes said, no wonder you're anti-energy drink. You own a coffee shop. Well, of course. Competition. No, actually, I really never really... there was a point in high school where I drank a lot of energy drinks. Other than that, I've always kind of been a coffee guy. Just bought the Coca-Cola Snow Globe Neon Sign Rare. Yeah, I think it's a good buy. Congratulations. I have a few of the rares, and I have a few of the commons, and I have the whole set. Matter of fact, if you want to follow me on Veve, if you go to the Coca-Cola Secret Rare and then filter from high to low, you'll see one listed for 9.9 million. That's mine. You can just click it and then go follow me from there. Yo, what's up, Ryan? I recognize you from this morning, chilling in stream. If you had 3 Todds and 3 Supermen, would you give 2 Todds and 2 Supermen up for sub 1K Walt? No. I wouldn't. I think... I talked about this when somebody interviewed me earlier. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure not to lose track of chat. I do think Todd is... I don't want to say like undervalued. Obviously, Todd's at a 12K floor, but like I'm gonna hodl Todd for dear life because I mean, Todd being FAVV could really hold some significance in the future. So there's not many things on the app I would trade a Todd for. Dang sure wouldn't be a Donnie. Yo, Rick, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that so much. So you find good deals based upon when someone lists below the last floor. Sometimes I find good deal. If you're wondering like how I find like how I would value a good deal, I look at price action a lot. So for instance, like I was talking about Jim Lee Joker. I've been swing trading Jim Lee Jokers since like summer. And right now I notice, okay, 1.2 is actually a really good deal. So tempting. I just don't know if, like, I'm tempted to buy this. 1380, 1280. That's like 100 under floor. If somebody types right now in chat for me to buy it, I'll buy it. I'll buy it. Wait, what's the actually? The only thing I don't like about this is, I'm just thinking out loud. The only thing I don't like about this is the circulating supply of Joker has been going up the last few days. So when I was looking at Jokers the other night, there was 150 in circulating supply. Now there's 160 in circulating supply. So that tells me either more people are dropping their Jokers or there's not a lot selling. It sold. Dang it. Let's see if we can see it on here. Yeah, that was it right there. It sold just now. Does it say the mint 1410? I don't remember. You can probably go back and see the mint. I bet you anything that was it. Dang it, it's the good ones that always get away. This is the paid version, YouTube 671. Rick said quick flip tips for 650 gems or less. Yeah, I was actually getting into that and then I got distracted. My best tip for you, that's not like, obviously not like financial advice, is memorize patterns and like know the market a little bit and buy into those patterns. So I was looking at that Joker and you know how I told you that 1200 was a good deal? I say that because I've been watching Joker go from 1200 to 2K the last week. So right now it's kind of iffy because we're kind of waiting around for this Mickey Mouse and Friends announcement that could impact the market. So it's a little scary right now to buy right now. But, you know, I have this pattern so memorized usually that if I see one drop for 1200 and I've been seeing it drop for 1800, then I'll just buy one at 1200, relist for 1500 or 1600. It's going to sell. 2.5% of fees come out of that. But I'm still in profit. But you can do that with 650 gems or less. I mean, you could find lower priced items that you just know the patterns of very well. Coca-Cola has been fluctuating. The snow globes were, let's look at it. So snow globes peaked at 300, actually almost sold one at 300 just to make up some profit. And then they're at 217. But so like for these swings, if you're just kind of knowing that like, okay, and also I like to buy things that I know are going to go up in value regardless. So like the common Coca-Cola, I'm pretty confident in. So if I see a good listing for Coca-Cola, like even right now at 217, I'm pretty confident I could buy one at 217, relist it for 250, and it is sell within a few days. And yeah, that's only like a little bit of profit, but you do that with multiple items, and you do that a couple times a day or a couple times a week, it starts to add up. I mean, last week I did it on live, and I'll do it again just when I'm like bored at nighttime or something, and I'll accumulate a couple hundred gems, and that's enough for a drop. And sometimes if you get really lucky, you'll find like a killer deal, and you'll be able to make good money on that too. Bobby said my plan is to keep 500 gems in the app on ready. I like that a lot, you know, instead of saying I have 500 gems, what do I need to buy and hold? Which if that's your plan, that's your plan. Like it's all up to you. But having things that you can hold for the long term and that you think will continue to go up in value, but also having those gems available to flip and make more money always. You know, like not having one gem in your account and the rest is your portfolio, because then if you need the gems, you're going to have to be part of that gem squeeze. You're going to have to be the one that sells off for low in order to get gems so you can go for the drop or buy on secondary. Instead of that, always having those gems on the side to be able to make good moves. As far as I know, they're all Veve Vibes is talking about the Mickey Mouse and Friends collection. They are all FE, but then again, Steamboat Willie is not either and does really well. True. Darth Vader will be the new Walt. At least I believe so, and Star Wars fans too. Yeah, I think Darth Vader is going to be massive. I have gems set aside specifically for Vader. Veve Vibe said 1.2k is absurdly low for Jim Leaker. Exactly, for Jim Lee Joker. I'm assuming Veve Vibes has been watching Jim Lee Joker and realizing, let's use this again, that 1.2k, the sale that you just watched is the lowest sale that we've seen in a month almost. I mean, we were seeing. I just realized something. I had almost the highest selling Jim Lee Joker. I sold mine at 2k. The highest sell was 2,050. Almost sold the top. Also, I did sell an Iron Man last week for 3k. I think I almost got the top of Iron Man. I got the top of Iron Man. I sold mine for 3k. That's crazy. And I sold a Spider-Man common at 1.4, and I don't think that was the top. Where's the common at? But it was close. Okay, the common's not popping up. Oh well, we'll never know. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I sold one of these for 1.4. It doesn't even have 1.4 up there, so that's either factoring in fees or it didn't have all the data, because I sold mine for 1.4. Bobby said buy it too late. Yeah, that thing got wiped quick. That's what I mean. Like 1.2 was really low. I should have bought it. It's a 3-digit mint. Batman who laughs. Batman versus Killer Crocs already dropped to 1.3k. Yep, it's Ryan Dragonheart on Twitter. Good to see you. Thanks for the feedback. This choice is driving me crazy. Yeah, I don't think I would do that, but it's up to you. What do you think about the Adventure Time NFTs? Those things seem to swing a ton, especially Finn and Jake the dog. Yeah. Jake has pump groups, which I don't love, and actually Kobe pointed this out on his stream earlier. So I think Jake is controlled by a pump group in a way, but I like Adventure Time. Like I watch the show. I watch it with my daughter sometimes. So like I have most of the set just because I like it. I'm a little hesitant to buy into the ultra rares because it's like they've already been accumulated a lot, and Adventure Time's not as strong of an IP as a lot of other things that we have on the app. So for me, spending 1,000 on a Lady Rainicorn or 1,000 on a Marceline just to finish the set, opposed to spending that on Wally or even common Spider-Man or Jim Lee, it's kind of hard for me to justify. But at the same time, I kind of want to finish my sets. I contrary to so many other people, and I could be wrong, I think that MCP points are going to matter, because MCP points will allow you to buy drop raffle tickets for this new drop system. And I'm one of those people that like taking any advantage that I can get. So if I'm getting more drop raffle tickets based on my set points, my comic points, my collectible points, and then I'm getting a boost of those points based on the Omi staking utility program of me staking all my Omi to get a boost in points, then other than the whales, or like people that are a lot wealthier, have a lot more collectibles than I do, then it makes sense to me that I have the best advantage to possibly get drops, if that makes sense. But all that to say, it's still hard for me to justify dropping that on the ultra rares of the set, but I'm still tempted. Traps Wellington listed a Lady Rainicorn the other night, and I almost bought it just because those traps. He even offered to lower it a little bit for me, but it's hard for me to buy anything right now unless I find a really good deal, because I think that this could cause a gem squeeze, like even a small one. 3-digit mint Mickey near floor. I'm not buying it, but do you think FE Season 1 collectibles are severely undervalued? I don't know. A lot of them got a really good pump this last run. So I do think Season 1 collectible first editions are like mini grails. Like, I wouldn't consider them all grails, obviously, but like I think Season 1 will always stand strong. People are always going to want to go back to those Season 1 collectibles, which Adventure Time falls into. I've been thinking about stacking FE rare Harley Quinn. Yeah, Harley Quinn's an awesome one to have. See, like, this is tempting for me. I just don't really care for Invisible Woman. This is something that if I really like this collectible, I would have bought. It's a 3-digit mint. Not that much over floor. Like 30 gems over floor. And Sue Storm was just at this price, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. The common. I'm pretty sure she hit this price. Her peak was this price, but she went around this price not too long ago, and it's a 3-digit mint. So if you can buy a 3-digit mint and expect a floor to get back there, then those are the ones that I go for. But I don't really care for Invisible Woman enough to go for this. VV Vibe said, I bought a Jim Lee Joker for 1.4K just the other day, thinking that would be the bottom, but then we had mini announcement. I'm still confident it's going to get back up to 1.8K in no time. I agree, VV Vibes. Again, I sold one at 2K with the intentions to buy back. So I'm kind of waiting it out. I should have bought that 1.2 earlier, but I didn't. So I'm kind of waiting it out to see about this announcement tomorrow before I do some serious buying. Because again, like, we think that they're all first edition. Like, that sounds like the consensus. But if I wake up tomorrow, or like, you know, during the middle of the day tomorrow, VV is like, well, actually, all these characters are the first appearances of these characters. We just didn't put that in our first tweet. I think the market's gonna it's gonna retrace. Like, I think I'll be able to snag a Jim Lee for closer to 1K. But I should have bought that 1.2K. Oh well. I buy low mints at auctions to flip, but it's hard to let go of them. It is so hard to let go of them. I agree, Saw. I do watch auctions as well. I'm just not as patient. I think they sent this 88 by the other day. Nobody wants to spend 15K on it. I mean, 88's a really cool mint, but that's going to require a very special buyer. Auctions lately have just been a little ridiculous too. I need to pick your brain on how to sell NFTs at their peak. Yeah, so I sold a lot of NFTs at their peak, but I've made a lot of bad decisions. I think my good decisions outweigh my bad decisions, but I did sell an Elsa like right before this massive pump. I sold an Elsa at 1,200, and then it pumped to whatever it is now, like 3.6, 3.7. That was a really bad sell of mine. I don't regret this. I had the highest selling Steamboat Willie floor price for the longest time, like for like the longest time in the NFT space. I sold for 6.3K. Like when it peaked at 6.3 and then it retraced to 3.8. I could have bought back several times. I didn't. I don't regret selling because I used those gems for other things. But I do kind of regret not buying back in. I should have bought back in at 4K. It sat at 4K for the longest time. I could have saved 2,000 gems and been holding a UR Mickey. So that was a regret. So I've definitely made bad decisions as well. Last week I sold everything at the top though. I sold a couple of other things that I can't even think of right now, but Jim Lee, Iron Man, and that other one that I named earlier. What was it? Jim Lee, Iron, and the Common Spider-Man were good calls. If I were to invest in Adventure Time, it would only look at Finn and Jake the Dog. I had no idea Jake the Dog had a pump group. Yeah. There's a specific Jake the Dog Discord. I mean, maybe it's not a pump group, but it kind of sounds like that. That's why Jake. Look at this. This is what I don't trust. Where'd you go? Whoops, not that. So, Jake the Dog. In January, there's a sell for Why? Why was there a sell of Jake the Dog in January for 13K? And why are these so flat? Well, anyways, back in November. What? This can't be right. There's a sell for. What am I reading wrong? Oh, this is sketchy. All this is sketchy. I know that there was a time point that Jake like pumped up high and then went back down. Look at this. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm missing. Let me look at floor prices real quick because these sales got me all messed up. Back in November, Jake went from 135 all the way up to 320 and then dramatically crashed to back to 138. So we literally went right back where it started. And we see the same thing right here. So Jake, if it was a crypto chart or a stock chart, it looks like a pump and dump. That being said, I like Jake. I have a Jake. I think I actually sold one during this run up. What up, Craig? Spider-Man, you are number 150, flip or long-term hold. Dude, I'd probably hold that long-term, man. That's a treasure. If you... Somebody in the space made a similar point earlier, but, like, if you don't have any gems and, like, those gems would dramatically help you make better moves and you could find the right buyer that will spend what it's worth, like the value of it, then maybe it'd be worth it. But, like, if you're fine on gems and you can afford to hold it, I think that's worth the hold. That's a pretty awesome collectible to have. Hey Chris, you got a great deal on eBay for your Todd. I paid $800 for unopened box. Where did you see $300? All the prices I saw were $1,300 plus a few $300 were deluxe versions. Comics, Crypto, and More actually pinged me because he knew I was looking for a Todd. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know like I know like next to nothing about eBay, and I don't know a whole lot about physical collectibles as far as like that spectrum goes. So I literally just blind faith trusted Sean and was like, okay, I trust you. You know, Sean sent me the messages that he sent to the eBay seller. You know, basically making sure that they were authentic season 1 Todds. We got to go back. Basically just replaying this non-fungible wonderful playlist. But anyways, Sean sent me the proof, that they were season 1 Todds, and I bought it. So that's how I got the good deal. He was selling like 8 of them, and for all around the same price. He's from Canada, and so that 300 was actually after me paying the shipping. I'm assuming that it's opened. I definitely assume that's open. It said new condition, but I really doubt it's an unopened box. Yeah, no problem, Craig. See, if I saw a storm 3-digit near floor, I would probably eat that. Oh, here's another thing when flipping to look for. Not a good example. It's pretty easy to look for on the, that's a really low mint poster. It's easier to see on the comics, so I'll show you on comics. This doesn't always work, but like if you notice that just a couple cells makes like the difference between like 100 gem floor and the fees are low, to me it's worth it, especially if there's volume going on. So like again, this isn't the best example, but if I bought, say, I'm not gonna buy all these, but like if you buy a few of these and somebody else buys a few of these, and the floor, that moves the floor from 500 to 550. Technically, you just move the floor 50 gems up. But we would need to find a better example of that. But that's another easy way to flip. And I've done that. I've actually did that with Coca-Colas. And I've done that with, I did that with a Spider-Man common the other day. Someone listed a Spider-Man common for like $8.99, and I bought it. And the floor was $9.80, and then the floor was like 1K. So I relisted for close to, for 1K something, and it sold like pretty quickly. It's a really low mint for 2K. I feel like, I don't know. I don't trust this enough, this collectible, but 3-digit mint for 2K. If that was a Jim Lee Joker, I would have bought it. Are you safeguarding yourself in any way for a possible MTL crash? How big do you think the squeeze is going to be? Yes, I am absolutely safeguarding myself. As far as how big it's going to be, I don't know. It's hard to say because we have had so much money coming into the app, and MTL will allow even bigger money to come into the app. So, with safety nets of being able to come out of the app, and with the transition to Immutable X, people will be able to buy the NFTs with crypto. And with OMI to NFT, they'll be able to buy it with OMI. So I do think a lot of those things are going to balance out. But to say that there's not going to be any kind of correction, I think is a little naive. But I understand both sides. I guess naive is not the best word, because like I really understand the side of saying that there's not going to be a correction. I personally do think there will be a slight one, at minimum, but I'm prepared for it. I don't know if you were here earlier, Kashim, but I definitely over-leveraged myself in selling last week. I should have bought this. I bet it's going to sell. It's probably going to be sold. It's a 3-digit mint floored. Let's see. Ultra rare. 1K, 1K. 535. Bet you this sold. Let's see. It sold. That would have been a good one. I should have got that one. I mean, there's still this 515 right here, but I should have got that one. I slept on that. Slept on that because I'm about to make myself sick looking at this. but Voltron Ultra Rare was like just at a 700 floor, and I just let a 469 3-digit mint just run away from me. I should have bought that. On to the next one. That's a really low mint. You do have to wait a second when doing this. Also, just keeping in mind that there's so many other people doing this at the same time. Dang, the Batman vs. Killer Croc's been dropping a lot. Mickey's been standing pretty strong. Mickey has a pretty strong community. I also think Slumdoge Millionaire definitely helped out the community as well for Steamboat Willie. But that R2 looks like it's floored. No, 7K's a floor. 3-digit. Somebody bought that immediately. I wouldn't hesitate as much on some of these if I wasn't anticipating a possibly big announcement tomorrow. By that announcement, I just mean like once people get details on this Mickey drop, I think it can cause a little bit of market fluctuation. I don't want to be stuck back holding. Dang, that's a stupid low mint. But it's 10x floor, which is probably valued correctly. Another really low mint. So there's really been two things tonight that I wish I would have bought. Number one was that Jim Lee Joker at 1.2. I think that was an awesome deal. And number two was that Voltron Ultra Rare 3-digit mint at floor. I've already missed two opportunities. But it just shows you there's opportunities every night. And that Voltron, somebody asked me earlier about 500 gems. I mean, I don't know if that would have been a quick flip, but I mean, I could have definitely flipped it for a little bit of profit quickly, but I would have probably held on to that for a bit. What's Storm at? Dang. I would have bought this if it was at floor. Or if it was near floor. Closer to it. I mean, I think that's a fair price. I just don't need it. What about my chat's not showing? Usually it does. Oh well. Figure that out later. Some people list stuff for so random. Like, why is your like very average mint gonna sell 1,000 above floor? Like, I guess they're just hoping that somebody accidentally messes up and clicks it. I do need one more uncommon storm so I can get to an even 20. Yo, Kurt, what's up, man? What's up, Chris? How are you, my brother? How do you know how soon you can sell what you just sniped? It depends on what it is, man. I'm not too sure that Voltron would have immediately sold, but that I could have got earlier, but I would have just held it. So a lot of times when I snipe stuff that I know is gonna go up in value regardless. So I'm not really like scared that it doesn't sell. And then I have enough gems right now to where on these like lower priced items it doesn't matter as much. But some things are just such a good deal that if I wanted a little bit of profit, I think I could make it immediately. So like for instance, that Voltron I got was at floor, or the Voltron I saw earlier was at floor for like 469. I could have probably resold that for like, this is nothing, but like, 510, pretty quickly. And I feel like somebody would have bought it, but after fees, I mean, that'd be like a 20 gem profit. But I mean, again, that 20 gem profit now loads me up for the next 3 comic drops, or around that. And if you do that 20 gem profit a couple times a day, then it adds up. Are you serious? That's funny. James Wood said, that was my storm, Chris. Get it bought, son. That's hilarious. Don't be selling your storms, man. Better watch out. They're gonna fly away from you. Especially that uncommon storm. Why, you think I got 19 of them? That pose is sick. And it's like 25% less supply than the common. So a lot of things, I understand why the commons are, around the same price as the. Dang, that's a I missed that. Whatever. That was a really good low mint. Oh, here it is. Let me see the. I don't feel like paying that. Yo, Robert, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Getting close to 4K, and now I'm 1 subscriber closer. Anyways, a lot of the commons, I see why they're priced around the same as the uncommon, because like Spider-Man, it's his iconic pose. The Coca-Cola snow globe. It's a polar bear. Everybody wants the Coca-Cola polar bear. Like, I get it. But Storm, like, her common pose is, like, okay. And I think her uncommon pose looks even better. Like, it looks, I don't know, it looks like more like an action shot. So, I think eventually, my guess is that some of the uncommons are going to earn their rightful place again. Yo, Croner, thank you for subscribing so much. I really appreciate it. Again, that's 1 subscriber closer to 4K, which is crazy. It's a big milestone, and thank you guys for helping me get there. But yeah, I think uncommons are eventually going to fight for their place back to where they should be, unless, it's things like polar bear snow globes, which, by the way, there's a 3-digit, but it's like double floor, or like unless common Spider-Mans. Scooped up a uncommon storm 1413 from the floor. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, again, I'm a believer in storm. Queen of Wakanda, FA X-Men. If you go to the X-Men tab on the app, the only one you see is Storm. This is kind of cool. 2022 Wonder Woman. I'm not gonna pay that for it, but well, that wasn't even the year she came out. She came out in 2021. If it was 2021, that'd be even cooler. Trying to learn from the best. Nah, Kurt. I'm trying to learn too, my man. We're all out here learning together. This is such a new space. It like somewhat frustrates me when people act like experts, which there's some people that are just smart. Like, they're really good at trading and they're really smart, but like, this is such like a new, wild, speculative space that, like, man, we just don't know. Like, you can know all there is to know, but all there is to know isn't enough. Like, even if you know all there is to know, you still don't know what next month holds in this space. And that's, to me, that's fun. That's like adrenaline, and that's taking advantage and stepping out into new territory. But, you know, that's why it's hard for me to really be confident and like, oh yeah, prices are going to be here or there or there. Cause like, there's just so many catalysts. There's so many like, this is kind of a cool mint, 1004. Oh, it's a bid, it's an auction. Yo, James Brown, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that so much, man. I think it's hilarious that I saw your storm on the market. Two Superman or one Todd long term? I think Todd as far as price goes. But I think the good thing about having two of an item is once you get to your sales point to where you could really use that money for something in your life or something else, you can sell one and then you can still hold the other to the moon. But if you only have one Todd, then you're kind of stuck holding until you get to your point to where you you know, to where you want to exit. So that's kind of a layered answer to your question. I realize my time on the drop is always ahead. Do you know how we can sync the time? I honestly don't. I know that's a common problem that some people have. Other than like restarting your phone or your iPad, whatever you use, restarting the app, maybe even like deleting and reinstalling the app. All the like, you know, stuff that you can try. But yeah, hopefully that helps. I really don't know, Kurt. You said learning a lot from prop and block as well. Yeah, dude, prop has taught me a lot. Not like prop has like really contributed a lot. Like me and him have had some really good conversations, and I know block's a pretty good trader as well. I personally know prop more. I used to be in the spaces with him a lot, and I mean he's got some really wise insight to a lot of things. Do you think Adventure Time has huge potential? I don't know. I own Adventure Time, not the entire sets. I don't have the URs of either, but I own like the rest of the set because I like it. As far as huge potential, I mean, I wouldn't say much more potential than like the rest of the app. I think the benefit that it has is that it's season 1. You know, some people are saying like FA color. I don't really think that's I don't think people are gonna care about that. Like the first edition of a colored NFT. I mean, I think it has a good upside. I'd be hesitant to say like huge potential. You know, that's an amazing point. Ice King first villain on the app. Yeah, I've never even thought of it like that. That's a beautiful point. I have a 3-digit mint Ice King. Where is it at? I paid 140 for a 581 Ice King. I actually bought that at floor when I bought it. Just to list my UR storm, mate. You're right. I don't need to sell it. Got a heap of gems now ready for scooping some Disney cards. Yeah, man, regardless of the announcement, whether they're FA or FE or whatever, I really plan on attacking Saturday. I'm going to be pretty aggressive Saturday, unless the market's like incredibly looks, you know, like, again, it's hard to say what's overpriced. It's such new territory, but if it's like, if I get priced out, you know, then maybe not. But if some people are hesitant and they drop things for low, I'm going to be like feasting Saturday. Wait. Yeah, that's why you can afford to buy and sell wallets like 5 times. Yeah, that's nuts, dude. That's absolutely nuts. And it's like, it was skill involved, but like the fact that I guess Dr. Profit bought it, I don't know, man. That's crazy. Just all I'm thinking is where they are sitting now compared to where they could go. Not saying they will catch Spidey or anything. Yeah, I mean that's very fair. Do you think Wonder Woman is undervalued? Yeah, I really do. I say that because like I don't I don't have it in front of me, but I've looked. Somebody shared with me that Wonder Woman's like one of the most collected superheroes, and then she's also just a very famous superhero in general. So like to me, and I think this might be a stretch, but this is probably a stretch, but I'm gonna say it anyways. I saw Wonder Woman as like eventually being nearly half of Superman's price. Like I think that's fair, but recently that hasn't reflected at all. Superman's like 6K and Wonder Woman's like 1K, so she's 1/6 of his price. But I thought at some point, I'm just gonna turn this off. Um, Again, I thought at some point or another, Wonder Woman, it would be fair to say she'd at least be like a third of Superman's price, which would still make her undervalued. I know it's kind of weird to compare her to Superman, but I always kind of just viewed it that way. She got below 1K today, which is surprising. She hasn't really gotten below 1K since she hit 1K. Somebody listed an Ice King like right after talking about it. Yeah. So Kurt said, Mojo Jojo, 3-digit mint, close to floor, want to scoop but don't want to sit on it, need a quick sell. Those are one of the things I don't watch volume as much, and so I get more scared on those because I just don't know if people are sitting on floor forever and not selling, or if they constantly sell. Like again, going back to my prime example, like I watch Jim Lee Jokers often, and so like I know that they're selling and like what they're selling for. So things that I just don't really know, it's really hard and scary for me to buy in because I don't want to get, just like you said, I don't want to get stuck. If this Mickey and Friends is actually causes some sort of gym squeeze, I won't be surprised if the Batman and Croc gets below 1K. Your guess on retail for Disney Friends? It's a blind box format, so they're all gonna be the same price. My guess, I think there's gonna be a lot of them, so I'm gonna go with like 35, 35 gems, because I think there's gonna be a lot of them. That is nothing more than a guess. I have no clue. That's a cool mint, 700. If your goal is MCP and points long term, do you know any kind of tool that are out there to help optimize where I should prioritize my gems? Cherry Charts has an MCP maximizer that kind of shows you the best bang for your buck with MCP points. But it's one of those things like I think MCP points are going to be important, which is contrary to what a lot of people I feel like believe. But at the same time, I don't know if I would go out of my way to spend money on just strictly for MCP. That being said, I did finish the Remember Corno Season 2 set strictly for the 14.75 extra points per day. So that's a tough one. But I do think that Cherry Charts Maximizer would probably help that. What do you think about the potential for Secret Rare Invisible Woman? David, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea. I don't know a whole lot about Invisible Woman, and there's no reason at all. I'm just not really a fan. I've never really cared for the NFT since it dropped on the app. So I'm not the best person to ask that for her. I know I've seen a lot of Secret Rare Wonder Woman's like really low mints at floor price. If her first appearance wouldn't have got taken by a Marvel Mighty, I would have cared a lot more. But with her first appearance being taken by a Marvel Mighty, I don't know. It just kind of took it away from me because I'm not a fan. I think it's like Block always says. When was the last time people actually talked about a collectible? If they haven't for a long time, you might sit on it for a while. That's that's a great point. I think that Twitter and not in a bad way, just in general, like influencers or Facebook, heck, even Instagram. I do think like what people are talking about is important because they're looking at that more. It should People are literally talking about what they're looking at. The only opposition I would say to that, like to play devil's advocate, is um, people do kind of create echo chambers on social media, and something can go from nothing to big real quick, especially if like somebody big says something about it. So if you're the one that's accumulating all of the stuff that's not being talked about, and then one day it starts being talked about, maybe you're sitting better than anybody else. So that would be the devil's advocate to that. Like, what if next month something big happens with Mojo Jojo, and or like everybody's like, wow, he was the first ape on Veve, and because obviously the Bored Apes, and then they made their ape, the Little Friends Ape Club. I don't know, like anything can happen. Mojo Jojo is probably not the best example to where that collectible could skyrocket and nobody cared about it, but you're the one holding 50 of them. So who knows? Don't feel like 5K gems is enough for this weekend and what might come next week. Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but Alex leaked in a space. I wasn't there, but I was told that we were gonna have more Star Wars and more Disney. I thought he said January, but maybe he just said soon. So this is the more Disney. So I guess so. This would be the first part of his what he leaked. If it was a true leak, that means Star Wars next week. So are we going to see Chewie? Are we going to see Vader? Are we going to see Luke Skywalker? We could see Star Wars next week. If not next week, it could be the following. Do you think Superman is a Grail or maybe an extremely high A tier NFT? That's a great question. It's weird that a Grail is so susceptible to dips, and it's roughly 40% of its peak and holding. I think Superman's edition size, he wasn't able to be stacked enough like other edition sizes. So 8,888. I don't know how many holders there are. That would be a great thing to know. But the more holders, the more likely people are to let go of said item to get gems. Whereas other Grails, Secret Rare Spidey has 1,000 editions. I don't remember off the top of my head how much Walt. Wait, how many editions is Walt? However many editions Walt is, I still guarantee you it's less than 8,888, significantly less. Todd would be the closest comparison, but here's the thing with Todd. Todd was available on the market for months, and Todd was stupid cheap after available in the market. So people were able to buy a lot of Todds. So ultimately, all those collectibles that have fewer owners, especially owners that are willing to hold for a long time and owners that are wealthy or wells, are probably less likely to get thrown at floor and less susceptible to dips because the people just don't need the gems. Whereas things like Superman with 8,880 editions, when people need the gems, they'll probably let go of them. I feel like a lot of retail investors that bought at retail or bought a few afterwards probably are taking opportunity to cash out on the gems. Whereas again, Secret Rare Spidey only has like 1K owners. Todd, okay, Secret Rare Spidey has a lot less than 1K owners, but there's 1K editions. Todd has a low amount of owners. And Walt, again, I don't remember how many editions Walt has, but still people are more willing to hold Walt. All that being said, yes, I would classify, if I had a tier list of S, A, B, C, D, or whatever, I would classify Superman as an A tier. But I feel like the term Grail is a little bit broader. I would classify Superman as a Grail, and I think after more accumulation happens and all the Supermans have been distributed to the right hands and the right holders, then we'll see more solid floors. All that being said, I do not own a Superman. You think the market is going to lower? It depends on the capacity of this announcement. Why is everybody dropping these specimens? Yeah, it just depends on how, how many gems, how many additions are these Mickey and Friends going to be? Will they be first appearances? All that fun stuff. All that matters. And I think the market is emotional. And I think most of those answers that we're going to get tomorrow are going to lead to a slight market dip. If nothing else, I think we might see it Friday, which I won't even be able to be on the app Friday. So if there's a dip, I hope you guys have fun. I won't be there. I think when MCP hits, big money will move towards those items that give efficient points, thus raising the floors. That's the gamble I'm looking towards. Yeah, I like that. And we've already seen that to some capacity with like ultra rares and secret rares. Basically, like if you want to complete sets now you have to pay like quite the premium in order to complete that set, because ultra rares and secret rares have become so expensive. Man, I remember an Ultraman Ace was 300 a pop, 1700 a pop right now, and I think it even hit like close to 3K. Oh, NFT Cluck said Walt has 433, which is still half a Superman. And then we know there's one guy on Twitter that bought 12 Walts. Dr. Profit bought, I don't remember. He bought a lot. He did. So, I mean, there's probably a couple Wells that own like 20% of the Walts, if not more than that. Yeah, I think the MCP and Loto drops before cash out is a great point. 100% a valid point, but you can only afford to do that if you have enough liquidity to let them sit for a while making other plays. Yes, I agree. FYI, for the Mickey series, we should see more of the evolution of Mickey over the years in different series. You can Google Mickey Mouse through the years and see the different types of Mickeys we could get. Yeah, like with Steamboat Willie kind of being, I guess, the first edition of Steamboat Willie, but we'll see like different Mickey. That makes sense. I'm not like a huge Mickey Mouse fan, so I'm trying to wrap my head the difference around like Fantasia or whatever, but I get what you mean. Wally or Steamboat Willie, common/uncommon? That is a good question. Man, that's tough. That's really tough. At these prices, I would probably say Wally. But at the prices they were like a couple of weeks ago, I would have definitely said Steamboat. You know, the Steamboat Willie commons and uncommons. I bought my common for $250, but it stayed at like $300 or $400 for the longest time, and then just like 2x in a couple days after Slum Doge Millionaire bought the set. It was around that time. I mean, it was kind of pumping anyways. I'm not saying that that's the only reason it pumped. Do you have all the golden moments? And if not, are you planning to get some at some point in the future? I don't have all the golden moments. I do plan on eventually getting all of the golden moments, to answer that question. I do have golden moments, but I also sold a lot of golden moments. Some of them I sold at the very top, and then some of them I sold way too early. All right, I actually want to try to get like a flip for you guys. That way you can see like a live example. But I had a few tonight that I probably could have bid on. Let's see if there's any auctions going. I got stream sniped the other day. I was like talking up an item like majorly, and ended up somebody bought it like right before I did. How risky is it to sell a Disney moment that's coming back up and hopes to buy back lower? Iron Man 2.7K and hope to buy back at 2. Yeah, so I sold my Iron Man at 3K. It's really risky because, one, the Disney fees are 8.5%. So, hold on, let me see how close this is to the floor. Not really worth it. So it's 8.5%. So when you get into like 3K, that 8.5% is kind of a lot. So you're really gonna have to buy back at a cheaper price. So you have to keep that in mind with the Disney Golden Moments. I would consider it pretty risky because I do think the Golden Moments is one of those things that, what, 875? What's the floor on this? There's 2 at 875. That's a 4-digit at 875 though, and it's got 69 in it. That's really tempting. I bet that's gonna go soon. I'm gonna buy that. No, I tried. That was a good deal. I hesitated. Emmanuel, thank you. I was feeling bad and you just made me feel better. Thank you for subscribing. I wanna wait. Oh, I forgot I exited out of that. Oh well. Dang it. Okay, so this would have been a good snipe. The reason why is this was a 4-digit Spider-Man that had 69 in it that was floored. I could have easily bought that and either one held onto it or relisted for. I honestly think it would have resold if I would have relisted it for like maybe even for 980. I think it would have resold by morning, with it being a 4-digit at floor. But I missed it. I should have bought that. Whoops. That's a cool mint. Is that the last one? But no, there's like 18,666. I forgot that about Deadpool. That is a lot of Deadpools. Should I sell my Steamboat Uncommon to stack up on member corners for MCP points? I wouldn't recommend that. Ironically, because I think Steamboat Willie does have a really good upside. And again, I think MCP points are important, but I just don't know if I would recommend selling off your collectibles, specifically your collectibles that are considered grails, even though, it'd kind of be like a mini grail because it's not like the ultra rare version, just for MCP points. Like when I talk highly about MCP points, I'm really talking about like convenient opportunities. Like if you already have a secret rare or ultra rare that you hit on drop and it's not going to break you to buy the common, uncommon, and rare, to get those extra set points, then like I just don't see why not. Or like on another scale, like if you hit a ultra rare comic on drop, or even a secret rare comic, like if you have the opportunity to sell it to get a lot of gems, like go for it. But like if you don't really care, you don't really need it, then like take those like 4 to 6 bonus points. I think it's like 6 for the secret rare and 4 for the ultra rare. Why not just hang on to it for a while for the points? But even though I have done it, I have bought a set just for the points, and I'm thinking about buying Groot because I think it has upside and has points. It's just hard for me to be like, yeah, sell a mini grail and buy something else just for the points. That's a clean mint. Again, sorry for the coughing. I've been sick forever. Yo, what up, Veve Camino? He said, hi, Chris. I'm back from the drop stream. Happy to get my uncommon, which is my favorite cover. Yeah, you said that the uncommon and the rare were your favorites. I remember that before the stream. Congratulations. That's awesome. What's your collectible to comic portfolio ratio? I am like, as far as like amount goes, I have like probably like 80, maybe 90% collectibles, 10% comics, or maybe like 80-20. As far as price goes, maybe like 30-70, because I have a secret rare Fantastic Four number 5, and I have, that's really my best one by far. Yeah, so amount goes, I would say like 80-20. I would like it to be more. I kind of wish I had more comics. I sold off a lot of comics for collectibles at one point, and I regret doing so. Um, just because, like, I'm becoming more of a comic person, but I've said this on a lot of my drops. I've said this, just in general, but, like, I wasn't a comic guy before Veve. Veve is kind of making me into a comic person, and I actually kind of want to start buying more physicals because of it, and I'm more interested in it. But the collectibles were always, different from me because, like, I could interact with them. I like them. Like, I'm used to them. So, but yeah, I wish I'd have bought more comics, and I wish I wouldn't have sold some of the ones that I sold. We all make mistakes. Did you pick up a Strange Academy comic yet? I actually haven't yet. Really no reason. I haven't even thought about it. I'm going to get one, mainly because I really like the cover, and the comic itself just looks cool. I like all the covers of today. Like, I thought they looked really cool. Sorry, I got that one before you pulled it up. Are you talking about the Spider-Man? Because somebody bought that thing so fast. These things are way lower. The zombie Captain America 1s. Let's look at the pullback on these. Okay, so they're actually up almost 5% today. But they went to a 138 floor at one point, and now they're back at an 88 floor. I don't know. I guess they're significantly higher from where they were. I remember that pump, like, very particularly. Swing trading one of my Todds made 4K last week doing it. Kind of put myself in a split today because it went up 13.8K. Yeah, if I had more Todds, I only have one, I would take that bargain, but I'm not going to take that bargain with my one Todd. That's pretty cool, though. I saw a Todd listed for like 12K a few days ago. That was a 3-digit. I'm sure somebody swiped it up pretty quickly. Crazy Wyan said, if I sent my Omi to Bit4x, do I have to keep it in a spot account or wallet account? So Ecomi never answered this question specifically, so I don't want to tell you wrong, but there shouldn't be anything wrong with holding it into your wallet. Because to me, both your wallet and spot exist on the exchange. So it would just make sense that, dude, I didn't know that this said 15K. I was about to like go for that so fast. But yeah, it makes sense to me that it doesn't matter. Interesting to hear your input on all this. I'm personally very bullish on Steamboat Willie, even the common and uncommon. So I am too. I don't know if you heard, but I recommended not to do that, not to sell the common or uncommon to buy a set just for the MCP points. I definitely think that those are. I would put Steamboat Willie definitely on my top, easily on my top 5 collectibles to own on the app. I got the Spider-Man before you pulled it. The trick I learned is that they pull up the fastest by view all tab, far left. I have found popped up already the right way. The trick I learned is that they pull up the fastest by the view all tab. This is the tab you're talking about? I never do it this way. See, I could have bought it faster. I see what you mean. I just don't like how you can't see the mint or anything like that. I could have bought it faster, like, than I tried to do it, but I hesitated. I'm wondering, like, what the speed difference would have been. That is funny that you bought it and you're on my stream, though. Like, what are the odds of that? Congrats. I think that... Are you gonna hold on to it, or are you gonna flip it? If you're looking to get a Batman 423 comic at some point to go with your physical statue, Elite Comic 11 occasionally has some sales up. They just had some yesterday and today. They're sponsors of Comics and Crypto on Instagram. Yeah, I saw that. I did want one, and I still do want one. I just didn't want to buy one right after buying my Todd, because there'd be a lot of money in physicals in a 24-hour period for me. What the heck? It's midnight. That's crazy. Where did time go? That's nuts. What is Secret Rare Coke at? I haven't checked in forever. I don't really care because I don't plan on selling mine to break my set. Not bad. More than I bought it for. Stay on the main page and it refreshes by the View All tab. Still a little confused on that. I don't know why. It's not far above floor. Can you make a video on how to transfer OMI from Trust Wallet to the Veve app? I already have one, Katie. The title of it is like transferring OMI from Bitforex to Veve app. I have a playlist surrounding everything that as well. But yeah, go check it out on my channel. You'll be able to see it from the title or thumbnail. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know if it helped. But yeah, I made a video on that and broke it all down. When do you think we'll be able to sell an immutable? Yeah, I don't know. I wish I could give you a firm answer, but it really depends on the team. My guess would be March. Hopefully February. I mean, February would be cool, but I definitely give it by March. I'm not too sure how long the process is going to take. But I mean, our collectibles are already on Ethereum, so I can't imagine it would be super difficult. Mickey stays between a 900 and 1K floor. Yeah, I appreciate that, Kurt. I definitely want to get one. I think that would be awesome to have one. And just to have it in the background of my videos as well. Like, I'm definitely going to try to incorporate Todd in the background. I also just want to build up like a Veve collectible, like physical collectible portfolio as well, just because I think it's cool. And one day I think they could be worth money as well one day, but also, just from my collector side. These things are really dropping. I've seen a lot listed for 1.3. I'm really thinking that if we actually see a gem squeeze, like even a minor gem squeeze, I think we could see these drop below 1K. That's kind of a cool mint. That's floored. It's a high mint. How many editions are there? 1,600. It's not. That's only 600 off of the max amount of editions. Oh, I see. I think I see what you're saying. Like the very right one is the one that's like the most recent, I think is what you're saying. So like, let's see where this Cthulhu goes. Did the Cthulhu go over here? I don't know. Kurt said also need that Veve light on the background. Come on, Veve. Yeah, man, that'd be awesome. Maybe one day. I'm not really worried about it though. It's all fun. We're all good. I wonder if so you know how they did that 12 days of giveaways on Christmas? I still till this day don't know anybody who won. And I think one of the giveaways was a Veve light. And I don't know who won it. Lucky them, I guess. I literally don't know one person who spun that wheel and got green. It's kind of funny. I mean, I believe somebody did. I just don't know who. Refresh the feed fast and you will see that the newest listings start on the right and works left. Far left are not the newest listings, far right are. Yeah, I got what you're saying now. That's smart. I completely get what you're saying now. Thank you for that information. That's new. That's something that I should have known but didn't. Yo, Cryptoverse, what's up? Another content creator in the house. What's up, Chris? Not much, man. How's it been going for you? You been making content lately? I do this so much. Yeah, I see the one on the right's constantly changing. That makes sense. Kurt said, Alex said some people won. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the bots won. I spun that thing every day for... I took advantage of every single spin I could do. And I got my wife to spin it every day. I think I got my dad to spin it every day. Not even... I mean, I think one time it was close, but for the most part, it wasn't even close. Veve Vibe said, you had a better chance of winning a Walt than winning that 12 days of Veve will. Dude, no lie. Like, I don't trust... I trust Veve, but, like, I don't trust, like, those, like, online lottery systems. Like, I just feel like they're rigged, man. Like, I've never really done these because I've never really been somebody who gambles a lot, ironically, because I'm in the NFT space. But, like, those, like, those electronic, like, casino games, like, I don't trust those at all. And that's kind of how I felt like it was. I'm, like, spending, like, an electronic, like, an electronic casino game that's, like, rigged. Jason, while still going, what are we sniping? Yeah, I'm still going. It's really just been hanging out, looking at charts, talking about collectibles and all that fun stuff. But I missed a few good opportunities tonight. I missed a Voltron that was 3-digit at floor that I think would have been a pretty good deal. I missed a Jim Lee Joker at 1.2 that would have been a pretty good deal. I missed a Spider-Man common that was a 4-digit mint at floor that somebody in the chat got that had 69 in it. That was a pretty good deal. So I missed like 3 tonight that I feel like would have been good. All 3 of them I hesitated because I haven't seen anything that, like, without a doubt, like, I'm just like, oh, that's a buy. But I had 3 of them that were pretty good. I kind of wish I would have went for one of the 3 a little faster, but you know, I'm extra hesitant tonight and this week because we have that we have that Mickey and Friends coming that, like, we know is coming. What's the floor on this? 7K? Sorry, I'm trying to snipe and talk. But if the characters do get FAs, or even if they don't, like, I just feel like there's gonna be some FOMO involved. Dude, I wish it. Oh, that's a nice mint. It's like 4/8. I'm not gonna pay that much for it, but that's a cool mint. 777 hoverboard for 750. I don't care about mints to pay like an insane amount above floor, but I'll pay a little bit above floor. Yeah, it's gonna dip this weekend, and I feel like that too. But I'm not even gonna be in town this weekend. My brother-in-law, he's a UFC fighter, and I'm gonna go watch him fight at a casino, ironically. Cryptoverse said the wheel was brutal. Dude, that wheel broke my heart, man. You think, like, getting drops is hard? Try winning something on that wheel. I don't think... I literally don't know anybody who hit. This is the little friends that I was talking about earlier. See, this floor jumps quick. It goes from 490 to 590 pretty quick. But again, I don't know the volume of it. Can't tell if people are relisting these Batman versus Crocs or if they're no, yeah, these people, the same people are at floor. There's 576 in circulation. So I don't know if you know this, but I hit the Batman versus Killer Croc on the drop, which was like phenomenal. And I was gonna hold it, but then I decided not to, so I sold it for 1.7. It was a trash mint. Now that's 1.7 more I can spend on the market. Honestly, my thought was, but I didn't do this. Veve vibes. I feel like you'd appreciate this play. I don't know if you're still here, but my thought was to sell my Batman versus Killer Croc and buy a Jim Lee. I just haven't done it yet. Chinese special number is 888 or 8888. That's good to know. I wouldn't pay that much for it. Yo, VJ Shetty, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Almost at 4K. Actually, I don't even know what we're at, like, at this very moment. And Alejandro Trapo. Wait. Alejandro Tapo also subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I have no idea what we're at, but I feel like that gap is closing in on 4K, and that's pretty exciting. I sold a Joe pretty low. I think I sold my Joe at 1,200. And it pumped all the way like above 2K. But so that was a bad sell ish. I mean, I use the gems for other stuff. You know, a lot of times, like, when I talk about trading as well, you have to remember, like, I always think about what's the upside. You know, like, you can sell even a... Grails are scary to sell. I'll just say that right now. But, like, hypothetically, you know, you can sell a Grail and at, like, 10K. Well, if you feel confident that you're going to make that, you're going to 2x that 10K in other areas before that Grail hits 20K and before you find a buyer, which is harder, you know, like, it's easier to 2x your money in, like, stacking items or stacking collectibles or finding better values on the market than it is to sell those big ticket items at 20K, 30K, 40K. So if you find those opportunities, I never shame somebody for selling. And at the same time, when you hear about people selling, it's not always because they don't believe in the long-term possibility of that collectible. It's just that they believe they can do more with their gems. But again, if you have the gems and then you have the grails and you don't need to sell, like, if you're fine where you're at, then there's, just hold them and see what they do. You related to Khabib? No, I'm not. Any idea what the Mickey and Friends price will be? I don't because, dude, this is. I'm not gonna. Man, hold on. Let me think about this for a second, man. 106 Stay Puff, man. Let's see what the mints around this are priced at. So we have 1K is 126. 100 is 106. And then it's like nothing close. That is super, super tempting. I don't think this is a quick flip by any means. If it was just like a little bit lower, like, I don't know. I'm not going to do it. But I mean, Stay Puft Man was literally, well, his floor price right now is 400. I want to say he got up to like 700. There's a sell for 10K. Why? That's insane. He got up to 600. I don't know. That's a pretty good mint though. Yeah, back to the Saturday. Back to the Saturday. I need to know mint size first, and I also need to know if these are going to be first appearances or first editions. I know Veve said first editions originally in their tweet, but I just want some clarification. Thoughts on Ultraman? Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the Ultraman hype. I don't like to ever like hate on anybody's investment, but I sold my uncommon Ultraman much higher than this. I don't remember what it was, and I sold my common much higher than whatever the floor price is because I sold the hype. I had somebody in the spaces tell me, and he sent me evidence of this too, that this Ultraman is not the same Ultraman that I'm not going to go off on my tangent on this. I'll sum it up quickly. That this Ultraman is not the same Ultraman that the Asian market loves. This is like a different, newer version of that Ultraman. So this isn't necessarily their Superman. This is a variation of their Superman that they might not even care for. So that's my main thing, is that we're kind of trying to decide what the Asian market wants without even like, really involving the Asian market. And then two, I just don't like trusting like government laws based on my investments. Like I don't want, maybe they unban NFTs for a month and then they ban them the next month. Well, there goes my speculation. But again, I mean, like regardless, it could be a good investment. I'm just personally not in with all the hype on it. On Saturday, will you buy stuff right when the market opens or wait for it to settle down first? It depends. Again, if these are FAs, I'm definitely going to be buying when the market opens because I feel like it's a rare occurrence that the market starts off lower and then works its way up. Usually like in comics, you see that the market, it's hard to keep up with chat right now. Hold on one second. Usually you see in chat, not in chat. Usually you see in the market with the comics that it starts off high and works its way low. But you see with Steamboat Willie, that Steamboat Willie started off, people were selling the ultra rare for 2K easy. They were selling the commons for cheap and whatever. I think we might see more of a Steamboat Willie style than we see a comic style, but it's wildly speculative. But I probably am going to buy into that speculation. VV Vibe said, yeah, that's a good move if you are into short-term flipping. I guess my advice is usually for people with little to no flipping experience, so I would have recommended a uncommon Steamboat Willie or rare Spidey. Oh, I think rare Spidey is a great buy as well. Like especially compared to the other variations, like I think the rare is undervalued. That being said, I do own a rare Spidey. I have a reason behind that as well. Brendan said it's 10:20 Pacific time, but 4:20 somewhere. Cheers. 12:25 where I'm at, and I still have energy. I'm still good to go right now. Crazy. Stay Puft Man is slept on. I forgot about him all the time. He is. I mean, he's such a good collectible, and he was my first ever purchase on Veve. Bought him off the market back in March. What's the main difference between Ecomi Wiki and Cherry Charts? Somebody summed it up in chat earlier. I haven't used Ecomi Wiki enough to really answer that question. They're both just very different. Like, I like Ecomi Wiki's. It's cleaner to navigate as far. One, I don't like comparing because like I like both of them, but I can see market cap easily. I can see previously sold easily. Cherry Charts, I like that he has MCP maximizers. I like the daily picks that he does. I mean, they're just very different. I could probably do like a comparison one day. Again, I don't want to like ever like demean. I don't want to downplay either one because like I like Brendan is the owner of Cherry Charts and I don't know his name, but Omi the Clown is the owner of Ecomi Wiki, and I really like both of them. So I never want to pin them against each other, you know, saying you should do this or you should do that. But if I could ever break that down in a healthy way that is complementary to both of them without bringing either down, saying this one's lacking something, I wouldn't mind doing that. Wish I'd have bought Ultraman when it was 100 gem range. I missed it. Yeah, I feel that. I mean, I bought mine off the market, and I held until the recent pump. But yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Again, I should have stacked, and I didn't stack. Secret rare Ultraman is where it's at. Customizable. Yeah. Joe said I almost bought that Stay Puff LO. I think it's gonna go down a bit more. Yeah, it was tempting. I bet you other people were tempted as well. I was. I mean, you saw me hesitate on stream. I was like, I kind of want this. I just don't want to be holding it for a long time. But that was a really low mint on a Season 1 collectible. Carl R. said, hey, this is a good stream. Thank you. Thank you, Carl, for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Whether you're lurking or commenting or whatever, like, thank you guys for being here. It means a lot to me. I'm not alone at 1228 doing this. Oh my god. He lowered it to 700, which is only a little bit over floor. This is a different one. I'm still don't think I'm gonna buy it, but I bet that one sold. Well, where was it? Joe, did you get that one? Were you tempted to get that one? I was tempted to get that one. I was very tempted. I probably should have. I'm probably gonna regret it, man. Ultraman relies on too many things. Also heard localization supporting the SE Asian countries won't happen until next year too. Exactly. I agree. Odds are people in China will be forced to purchase Chinese exclusive NFTs only on government-run mandated blockchain too. Yeah, that's an amazing point. I agree. Like, I'm not going to trust... I barely trust my government not to ban our NFTs and crypto from one day to the next. So I'm definitely not going to put speculation on another government to, for my investment. Yo, what up? Get Fit with Rick. Welcome to the channel, man. I make new crypto and NFT videos Monday and Wednesdays. I live stream this. Like stuff like this, like market flips, once or twice a week, and I do live drops once a week. Glad you're stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Any tips you can share to buy right after drop when the market opens? Yeah, my best tip that I can share is if you're going for a collectible, not a comic, is to decrease the font size on your phone. That way, notice when I click how you can see the buy now at the very bottom. I can click that immediately. Whereas if you don't mess with your font size, you won't be able to click that immediately. You'll have to click it and then scroll down and click it. So when you're going for collectibles and not comics, this is such a fast way to snipe because I got my thumb on the collectible pressing it, and I got my other finger ready clicking at the bottom so I can immediately buy it. So that would probably be my best advice as far as right after the drop, trying to snipe as quick as you can. Then of course refreshing constantly, going for those low mints that are floored, all that fun stuff. Some dude in a Discord I'm in bought a Walt for 3K. Someone misses 0. Oh, dude, let's look at it. Please don't tell me that happened. Oh my gosh, that could have been us tonight. I actually felt bad though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know when that would have happened. It doesn't look like it happened recently, if this has all the data, because it showed that happened earlier with the Deadpool. Like if we go look at the secret rare Deadpool, you can see somebody right here accidentally listed this Deadpool for $3.79 instead of 3,700. I don't see that with the Walt, so either it's not updated yet or I don't know. If that did happen, that is an absolute heartbreaker. I'll tell you that though. Chris, bro, you're still on 3.98k subs. Are you staying on until you get 4k? Almost there. Let's go. Give him 4k so the man can sleep. I would love to go to sleep after I get 4k. We should be like almost at 4k. Yeah, that's a great goal before I go to sleep, hitting that 4k. So if you guys can get me there, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, or like this video for the YouTube algorithms if you are subscribed. That way I can get out to more people. Almost at 4k. It's crazy. Thank you guys for being here. Been streaming for 2 hours and 32 minutes. Didn't even plan to get on tonight, but let's go, man. I'm still feeling good. Dino Ling said, bro, let's go. You're still streaming, dang. Yeah, man, I woke up, live streamed the drop, had a 2-hour interview with another YouTuber, and here I am right now. It's been a long, crazy day, but I'm good. I got plenty of energy. I'm ready to go. Let's go back to looking at some of the market listings. Man, I couldn't imagine seeing a Walt like 3k. If like something like that were to happen to me, man, I would freak, but I would also feel kind of bad. I don't know, man. I'd feel bad. I wouldn't feel bad if it was like a bot, that like bought something on drop and tried to get rid of it real quick and then accidentally did it. That happens all the time, like after drops. But I would definitely feel bad if it was like a real person. Dino said, liked and subbed. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. What do you think people should focus on holding longer, comics or statues? That's a great question. I think both are just so different. I think there's a lot of focus on the statues, man. But in the short term, I just think comics upsides, like to get to the physicals, is they still have a long way to go to get to the physicals. And again, I think this market is so emotional. It's so evident. It's so clear. I mean, look at Ultraman. You see people on Twitter talking about Ultraman, how the Asian market's going to come in and buy Ultraman, and all of a sudden Ultraman shoots up to all-time highs, breaks them by a landslide. It's so late. I'm losing track of my thought process. But so I think that's going to happen with comics. I think once you're able to put comics into your showrooms and people see it, like, oh, that's how it's going to look. Because I think they're going to be, Prop actually brought this up in the space today. I think they're going to be differentiated from 2D collectibles. It would just make sense, right? Because they're not going to want comics and 2D collectibles to like not be able to be separated based on the way they look. So I think people are going to FOMO into comics once they see that. Once they see that, the you can see them in your showrooms and interact with them. I think the upside is there. Did you hear about Rewind Collective partnering with Coinbase? I did. I think that's super bullish for Pride. I do not own a Pride, but I think that's super bullish for Pride. Yay. Get Fit with Rick said, yeah, he said Walt was another time because he got a steamboat for 300 as well. The poor dude who sold said he reached out. He just said tough luck. Oh man, I would have sent it back to him, but this guy said he spends 4 hours every night sniping. That's what got me on here, dude. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, this is what when people say that, this is basically what they mean. A lot of times is that like constant refreshing, and trying to find those good deals, making sure that you have your, again, like tech size down to where you can buy it as quick as possible. If you do this often, you'll have these prices memorized, like the swings, like the low side and the high side. Getting all that down to where you just know the market, and at that point, if you have the money either in the app or to put into the app, you're in the game, to an extent. I mean, we're literally, Joe Frank, thank you so much for subscribing. Got me one subscriber closer to the 4K. But yeah, man, we are literally making money based on superheroes and villains, and based on Batman and Superman, based on Spider-Man and Cartoon Network. Like, it's crazy. Like, you just told me this a year ago that I'd be making money, like, studying this stuff and, like, trading it. Like, this is just next level. Like, this is so much fun. Like, I am looking at charts, but, like, I'm looking at charts based on things that, like, I can nerd out over. So, to me, that's really cool. MF Floyd. Yo, what did I miss? Holy shit, you've been going on for over 2 hours. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And he snipes and flips. So I'm going to be honest with you. We've really just been hanging out, talking about the drop Saturday, talking about, I've looked at a lot of collectibles, a lot of the charts. So sniping and flipping has probably been like 10% of this stream. And I haven't found anything considerably good tonight. I found a few things that I missed out on because I hesitated, and like one of them was like a floored Spider-Man that was a 4-digit common with 69 in it. I think that'd have been a quick, easy flip. 1.2K Jim Lee Joker, just because Jim Lee hasn't hit 1.2 in a while, in like a month, so that would have been a good one, but I was slow on that. I missed a 3-digit Voltron Ultra Rare. I wasn't like super confident in that one, so I don't really care too much. Whoops. Yeah, so I don't really care too much that I missed that one, but it would have still been nice to get that at floor. Get Fit with Rick said, I wanted to ask, I'm assuming that independent artists and smaller companies will get on to OpenSea first versus Disney. Any thoughts on who is likely to be thinking about stacking some smaller brands? Yeah, I think that there was a leak on Jermaine Rogers and on Frank Kozik. So any of their stuff in the app is pretty possible. Again, like I'm pretty confident that Labbits and like Jermaine Rogers stuff is going to be on there first. One, I do think that was confirmed. I don't want to be sure and then be wrong. But anything Decon, I think all those indie artists will be on the Immutable later than later. And then I think the bigger brands will follow. I think one of the reasons that the bigger brands won't be immediate is because like they just don't they don't know, they don't want somebody to get scammed using their brand, and it hurt their brand. So they're probably gonna wait it out and see how the other smaller artists do on there first. But I think Labbits is a very safe bet, and you'll be able to breed Labbits. It's looking like towards the end of the year, which is pretty freaking cool. So like breeding would be obviously like taking 2 of them and then making like so stupid, making a baby Labbit or a baby NFT, which essentially is a free NFT if they execute that. And this croc has been on the market for a while at 356 at 2K. And he just relisted it. Let's see who you are. Dang. Rolling. Got the 1945 Steamboat. 2020 Jaunty Jig. Lots of Coca-Colas. I like it. Got a lot on the homepage. I like it. 113 Common Storm. It's a pretty low one. Thoughts on Nightwing? Yeah, Nightwing's one of the earlier. Nightwing was my first drop that I ever got, and I think he's a good ultra rare to have. The recent pump, I think, is necessary. I mean, again, he's pretty low edition. Does this say? He's pretty low edition. I don't know if I would pay, $3K for him, just because I feel like I could do better with 3K in other places in the app. I think it would have been good buys around 1,000 for sure, but not everybody had the liquid then. I don't know if I'd buy him at these levels, but that's not to say his upside isn't, really good. What do you think of the drop Saturday? What if lenticular feature makes it so that if you can get a Mickey card when you move it on Switch to Mini or Goofy or and Pluto? That would make sense. That'd be pretty cool. There's a lot of things they can do with lenticular cards. I am personally pretty excited about the drop Saturday. I also over leveraged myself and sold a bunch of stuff like last week during the pumps to get ready to eat the dips. This is a really cool 900. That's a cool mint. So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that the drop is all that and then some, because I plan on buying it. Like I want to buy I want to buy 2 sets of Saturday, at least. If they're FAs, because like I know that's still kind of up for debate. I mean, I'm leaning towards them being FEs right about now, but if they're FAs, I want to stack. I might go all in, honestly, if they're FAs. I might over leverage myself, but we'll see. I probably won't go all in. I'll take that back, but I will buy a lot if they're FAs. Also depends on prices. When mommy Lavitt loves daddy Lavitt. The funny thing is, Frank Kozik even said that, like, doesn't even have to be mommy and daddy. He's like, he's like, boy Lavitts love boy Lavitts, girl Lavitts love girl Lavitts. He said something else, but I don't remember what it was. But basically, you could breed any Lavitt with any Lavitt. Snow globes dipped below 200 today, and they're already back at 250. That name sounds really familiar, Keith Tran. I would like to get... I know I've been talking a lot tonight, just because chat's been lit. Thank you guys for commenting all this stuff. It's fun to hang out. I would like to get one flip before the night's up, but I got so distracted. But that's not a bad thing. I mean, I do these streams just to chill. That's why they're late night chill streams. What was that? 625 ultra rare. Nah, it's way above floor. Add some. Let's run through this non-fungible wonderful one more time. I misspelled YouTube so bad. Where you at? Non-fungible wonderful. Wow. Wait. Let's go to playlist, music. Let's get a little bumping in here. This is Ecomi Wiki. I do have the paid version. I love that he just raps about Ecomi. Super bougie, man. I gotta... Dude, I can tell you right now that as much as I'm gonna be using Ecomi Wiki and cherry charts and all that, like, I think it'll pay it. Got you, bro. Got you. I never want it to be too loud, so let me know if it's too loud. What we got next? Wait. Oops. Disney. Get fit with Rick. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Yeah, get you some labbits. Gotta get that breeding up, man. Come join the next stream. I appreciate you stopping by. Potential dip for the weekend for... I'll turn this down a little bit. Potential dip for the weekend for the potential Star Wars drop. I assume the market will go up after Saturday drop. Yeah, that makes sense. I think it's fair to say that the... I think things will keep on dipping until Saturday. Probably see a recovery Saturday, and I think there will be a Star Wars drop next week. But, you know, that's just a guess. That's a guess based on Alex kind of leaked in Spaces. Did somebody just floor this 1.9 Coke? Somebody buy it? No, man. Alex kind of leaked in Spaces. Supposedly, I wasn't there. That, what was it? That we were going to have a Disney drop, which would have been this Saturday, and a Star Wars drop coming. So we're getting the Disney drop, but we haven't got the Star Wars drop. So it would make sense if we got a Star Wars drop as well. Dude, I thought that was a Jim Lee Joker for 722. I was about to buy that thing so fast. So happy I found Veve in November. That's awesome, Hank. Yeah. We're, you know, I hate saying it, so, you know, oversaying it, but like, we're all just so fortunate and blessed to already know about this space. Even today, you know, like the chance to hit FA and FE drops. Some people will never have that. And also, you weren't lying, Hank. I appreciate it, brother. It's just subscribed. Thank you so much. Trying to hit that 4K subscribers. Can somebody check for me? I'm not able to check while I'm on stream, but I should be really close. I think it should be like at, I don't know. If somebody can check, that'd be awesome. Best Veve rapper in the game? Oh, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Also, just an awesome person. I really like Non-Fungible Wonderful. Such a positive person. You trying to show us your collection, or are you trying to keep that private? I go back and forth. Like, I kind of want to keep it private, but it won't like be terrible at the end of the day if I were to show it off. Oh, 3.98. So close. So close. I don't know if we're going to hit it tonight, guys, as far as the 4K goes, but maybe by the time I wake up in the morning. Yo, Spidey 2010, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. That might be 3.99 now. For real though, guys, thank you for watching and hanging out. If you haven't already liked the stream, you know, I appreciate it if you like it. It helps the YouTube algorithms. If you're not subscribed to the channel and you're watching, try and hit 4K subs. Right now, literally, if 10 of you watching this aren't subbed and you sub, then we'll hit 4K. And if you're just lurking, just coming by, I still appreciate you for being here. You don't have to do any of those things. What just happened? My app just crashed. That never happens. And that was weird. I was just about to go look at this Florida. It's not really that good of a deal. Mistake. Yesterday I made a mistake by buying a comic instantly on the market after release. Yeah, that's tough. It happens. And you know, sometimes that could be a good thing. All the 1.3s got wiped on the Jokers. That's interesting. But yeah, I mean, there's certain comics, you know, Marvel #1, Fantastic Four #1, Fantastic Four #5, Amazing Spider-Man #1. Like, there's been so many that if you would have bought right when they dropped, you'd have got like amazing deals on them. But it's usually best if, unless you're really wanting to over leverage yourself and take a gamble, to wait until they're all distributed. And then today's got hit extra hard because I don't remember these being so cheap. I guess they are. Not only did they take forever to get distributed, we got that announcement like not long after the comic drop as well, so that hurt the market. Thank you for subscribing. I missed the notification. I didn't see who it was, but thank you. I like Spidey's little emoji. I usually got chat box on the screen too. I don't know where it's at today. I'll have to put it back. Make sure I have it back for next stream. I bought that Coke Secret Rares 358 close to floor on wiki listing. Just keeps dropping. Malmy, are you buying literally everything I'm looking at? That's crazy. What the heck? This is the second time in a row. I thought the Coke was a pretty decent deal. I'm being very frugal with my gems right now. Yeah, I paid 50 gems. It's worth a little over 38 now. It is what it is. The good thing is, if you don't like have to sell, I don't know if you watch Comics Crypto and More's podcast, his YouTube video, but basically, they, what's it even called? My mind's leaving me right now. Basically, Strange Academy. They're coming out with a TV show on Disney Plus, and that could increase the value of the physical comic and increase the value of the NFT. Yeah, Miss Floyd, I think I want to keep it private for right now, man. I'll have to do some thinking on it. I have showed it before, but it's not super impressive. You've probably seen better. I know you've seen better. See, like, this would be a good one, this Throg, I feel like, but I don't know the volume of Throgs. Martin said, wait, hold on, when did you change your YouTube name? Just noticed. Yeah, man, I changed it last week. I'm still going back and forth. I basically not found out, but like, I saw that there's another crypto Chris, there's several, but there's another crypto Chris that's way bigger than me in the NFT space. And so, like, I didn't ever want to run into, like, a copyright issue or whatever that would be called, like, legally. And a lot of people already know my name from, like, whatever. I'm doxxed. So I was like, why not just use my actual name and go from there? So that's what I did. There's definitely not another Christopher Swivelt in making YouTube content for NFTs. I guarantee you that. I say that. Watch one pop up tomorrow. Hassan Kadam, thank you so much for subbing to the channel. I appreciate it. That is one subscriber closer to 4K. I really wanted to hit 4K before going to bed tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna try to fight it out. Maumi said, I told my wife I paid 28K for a wallet a couple weeks ago, and she is pissed. Oh, I mean, at least you're considerably up, but yeah, that's scary. High roller, man. You think everything will go up in a couple years, even cheap comics? I think if the Master Collector points incentives are strong enough, then yes. It just depends. I mean, there's so many factors around that. Emil Floyd said, all right, brother, I'm going to need to head out. Got to go to bed. I'll catch you around. Take care. Love the content. Thanks so much, Emil Floyd. I know you always come and support the streams and the channel. I really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I only have one Todd. I wish I had more. 3.99K? Oh, no. That's so close. Man, I can't go to bed as a failure with 3.99K. It's got to be 4K, man. There's got to be somebody in the YouTube algorithms this gets pushed out to that's like, you know what? I'm not subscribed to Chris, and tonight's the night. I wonder what it's at. Like, I wonder if it's at like 3,990 or if it's like 3,995. I don't know. Web of Spider-Man might be a good flip. Which one is that? Stay up, son. It's 1 a.m. I can't do it. I can't do it. Which one did we say? Web of Spider-Man. I don't know which one that is. I don't know which one that is. I don't know if I just read that wrong or what. Smoking Labbit, NFT Maverick. Kyron423, man, thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're just not getting here, trying to get to 4K, it's probably close. I know it's 3.99, which is crazy. So thank you so much, Kyron. You are one step closer to allowing me to go to sleep tonight. You're starting to fade. Yeah, dude, I'm tired. I streamed at like 9 o'clock this morning, and it's 1 o'clock right now, a.m. where I'm at. And I did a 2-hour interview today with somebody. I don't even know the words of the song, and I'm like, I feel like I'm jamming to it. Like, I feel like I like singing it in my head. I love it. Dude, I gotta restart this. This is amazing. This is the epitome of late night vibes, bro. Well, it's save. I click my channel. I don't feel like clicking it. Let's crank this up a little bit. You gotta stay up. Wait. We got it? We got it? Are you sure? We got 4K? I'm just reading chat. 4K question mark. 4K is in. Do we get it? Congrats, let's go. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know if for sure we would hit it on the stream. 3 hours. 3 hours. It's 1 a.m. I started streaming at 9 a.m. From 9 a.m. to whenever that was. Then got on somebody else's channel, did an interview. And yeah, 1 a.m. Nuts. Thank you guys. It looks like it's confirmed 4K. It's confirmed 4K. I would go look at my screen, but I don't want it to like show anything. So, oh my god. Yes. Thank you. That's a big milestone, guys. Like, I don't know. Like, again, 4K is something that I've had in my head for a while, and we managed to hit it tonight. So, for all of you that are in here, you're amazing. You've contributed to something important to me, and I appreciate that. And man, yeah, let's go. It's so worth it. I mean, we had fun just chilling, hanging out. Didn't get any good flips tonight, but you know, we got some good conversations. We hit 4K subs. Like, let's go, man. I'm stoked about that. Seriously, I'm humbled. I'm grateful. I'm actually really surprised. I didn't think it was gonna hit 4K this stream, but let's go. We got chat excited too. Like, I feel excited because you guys are excited with me. Like, Martin, let's go. XL Play Games, let's go. YouTube 4K. Edward Garcia, let's go. Spidey with a dab. Zed with a congrats. Pan Rana Chef with a nice congratulations. Little NCS 1212, congrats, bro. Let's go. Exclane said, well deserved. Found your account today. Have already obtained great info from you and your vids and your stream. Awesome. I'm so glad, man. Crypto Guy got little rockets, the Omi symbol to the moon. Little Lex said, you rock, bro. Pan Rana said 40K next. I don't know about that, bro. John, let's go. Little Specs, well done. Big milestone. Martin said, next target 5K. Next target is 5K. Let's get it. Maybe in February. Carrick, thumbs up. Martin said we're 10K. I don't know about that. 10K end of the year would be amazing. Gusta, congrats. Julia, congrats. Lil Max, congrats. Carl, you should rename your brand yourself to Chill, Chris. Yeah, this is definitely chill, man. I mean, tonight was chill. I'm hype. I'm excited. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. YouTube, congrats. Taxi Corp Electric Taxis, congrats. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for being here and contributing to this milestone moment with me. It is 1:05 a.m. I have a daughter that's gonna wake up in like 6 or 7 hours. Gotta be with her. Crypto said 40K or 400K. I don't think so, man. I will be excited and do another stream like this for 5K though. Hopefully next month around this time. I mean, I'm gonna do these streams anyways, but specifically I'm gonna do one dedicated to that. You guys are amazing. seriously, thank you for being here. Yeah, awesome. I'm so tired. So I said earlier, I'm fading. That is 100%. I'm definitely fading. So just jamming out to hanging out with you guys, to a non-fungible wonderful. It's been real. It's been great. I'm super active on Twitter. If you want to see more, Cvers8 is my Twitter account. Get ready for more videos. New videos all the time, new streams all the time. Thank you guys so much. I am going to bed.